It's time for Wawasee Warrior JV basketball on CPG-TV and the IHSAA Champions Network. Tonight, the Warriors will host Elkhart Christian Academy. This year's broadcast is brought to you by Brian Wietrick with Hahn Auctioneers, Northern Lakes Insurance, Sox Marina, Jeremy Dorr with Remax Partners Syracuse, South Shore Social, Goshen Home Medical, Brook Point Resort, Scott Gingrich with the Gingrich Group, Chubby's Pub and Grub, Dynamic Spine and Rehab Center, Northern Lakes Realty, Wallace Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Quality Engineered Services, Appleseed Eye Care, and the Wawasee Alumni Association. Now, let's take you to the Hardwood Teepee with the call. Here's Reese Johnson and Aiden Cabine.
Favorite song.
Good evening and welcome back to the Hardwood Teepee, where your Wawasee Junior Varsity basketball team is up against the Elkhart Christian Eagles. Alongside with me is Aiden Cabine. The Warriors had a rough loss when we last commentated against Northridge, where they fell 62-25 in that game. Aiden, can you talk about what you saw last game?
Hello, Reese. It's getting towards the end of the season, I just got to say. It's getting towards the other end of the season. Another home matchup tonight, as you said, and I think it's going to be very interesting tonight. And I got to say, the Northridge game, we weren't playing our best. We were a little bit sluggish and slow, I would say. We were playing not the best on defense. We were letting them get inside the paint. We were allowing them to make those easy shots that shouldn't have happened. But the thing is, we can easily come back after that. And I think with that, including pressure defense, that will definitely help us in the long run in this game.
So last game was really rough. I don't know if any of you listened in last game. They really just came in groggy, and they didn't really have anything going on. The Varsity had the same situation. They just couldn't score, and the size difference between the two really made a big struggle. So against Northridge, or against this Elkhart team, I think they can make a big difference if they're able to control the paint and make those good shots. I mean, get into some of the stats, Aiden. I know for this last game, the stats weren't the best for Wawasee, and that just shows that they need to change it offensively to make those nice shots.
Well, one of our players during that night, Johnny Zachary, his total field goals were 4 for 10.
What was the team's percentage? The
team's percentage of total field goals the first half was 36.4%. So not the best, but also
30. Yeah, percentage. How much did they make?
Yeah.
What was the percentage taken?
Yeah, it was like,
so they were 8 for 22.
8 for 22
in the first
and
half.
36.4. Yeah. And
8 for 22 in the total field goals is insane.
That is not the
best.
best.
That is not good at all.
That is not good.
Shooting above 50% is what you should normally achieve and you want to achieve. And you are that far under. I mean, 36% is not very good, and they need to change that because they don't have size. We got to be honest; they don't have size.
We've been pretty outmatched in height, this whole season.
If they don't, Wawasee's junior varsity doesn't have size, and they don't have the physicality to compete with what Northridge had. They had size, they had physicality, and we'll see what Elkhart Christian has. But if Wawasee can't compete physically, they're going to lose this game, and they have to be able to. If it comes down to physicality, they have to be able to take those contested threes and make them, and they may not be able to do that if they can't take those shots, and it's going to be rough. I think Wawasee has to play a good game. I mean, Elkhart has already been in this court. They were at the holiday tournament.
Yes, they were. Yeah,
they ended up not facing Wawasee. They lost, and Wawasee won, so they didn't face each other. But they still have that thing, and I think them seeing each other is going to be maybe seeing each other's games a little bit can maybe prepare them a little bit more for what they can expect. What do you think seeing that game, maybe watching a little bit of their game, seeing how they win and lost, how do you think that is going to play a factor in this game?
And, well, looking at film-wise, yes, it does help in a sort of way. It allows you to prepare in these sort of situations that Elkhart could bring. And I also want to comment, as you said earlier, last time Wawasee played Elkhart Christian, they were last season they played Elkhart Christian. They won on the road 67-21. So Wawasee has definitely improved, last season against Elkhart Christian.
But it's a new season. There's definitely new players.
Yeah,
You've had some players leave. Some people moved up to varsity. People like that still stayed. You have like Easton Rollins and Andrew Wall. They're all kind of consistent. They've always there. But there's definitely not as many people as there were last year that are still here. So this game is pretty much a toss-up. I mean, Elkhart is I think it's a little bit of an underdog. I think people expect Wawasee to win this game, but Elkhart could definitely come out with this if they play a good game. I commentated the Elkhart Christian game against Norwell, and Elkhart did look decent. There was a varsity, of course, but they still had they had some key plays, and if they would have just stayed consistent throughout it, I think that's the same. So if it's the same with the JV, if they just stay consistent and energized, they could definitely win this game against Wawasee. Wawasee has been struggling with fouls. We're not necessarily sure about Elkhart's fouls, but if Wawasee gets in foul trouble, they struggle. They really do. They really get behind.
And they get they get into foul trouble exactly on the first quarter. The first quarter is on most games we've had this home season and away games. They've been getting fouled in the first.
Thank you.
In the first quarter. So we just need to stop fouling in the first quarter. Don't allow them shots, but play enough good defense to cause us to not foul.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be hard because just the way that Wawasee plays, they have to be able to make those threes, those far twos. They can't play inside the paint very well. They don't have it, and so if they're able to compete and scare them a little bit, get them on their heels, reel, and I think Wawasee's got it. But we just got to see if they're locked in enough to play this game. So,
and I think that Wawasee, all they need to basically do is when they're in the paint, Reese, they just need to put their hands up and just use their body to block and cause Elkhart Christian to maybe cause a charge or personal fouls, they call it. Force
some fouls on Elkhart. I think Wawasee is good at getting fouls themselves. They really are for some reason. But I don't think Elkhart probably won't give us many fouls as people want. But I think Wawasee's got to be able to win the foul game, win over the turnover game, because they can't just pass it deep into the paint and score. They have to be able to have those open shots. Yes, they play physical, but they don't have the physicality size-wise. So doesn't look like Elkhart Christian has the biggest size either, so we'll see how they do compared to each other. Maybe a lot of threes, Aiden. It may be a lot of threes, and that's pretty exciting in my opinion.
Yes, yeah. Threes are definitely better than two-pointers.
Threes are nice if they make them. So I hope they make a lot of threes, and it's a high-scoring game. I hope it's not like they're 1 for 22 on field goals. That would be a terrible game.
I just think Wawasee needs to make good shots, make smart and good shots, and now we'll allow them to do good in this game. 57 seconds left until we get started with this ball game.
Yeah, so let's get into the starters here. Would you like to talk about Wawasee starters and keys?
Sure thing here. For Wawasee, we have number 10, Easton Rollins. Number 12, Jack Shoemaker. Number 22, Johnny Zachary. Number 32, Mason Worrell. And number 34, Ryan Mack.
Now, what do you got the keys for Wawasee Warriors?
I have Coach McKenzie said that we need to keep the tempo up on offense. We need to be always competing at the fastest level we can, getting down the court as fast as possible. And we also need to have good ball movement on offense. We've been struggling to keep the ball ourselves. We've been having so many turnovers. We just need to keep the ball moving. And I think And the next one is pressure defense. We need to pressure Elkhart Christian as much as possible.
Okay, so for the starters for the Elkhart Christian Eagles is R.J. Ware, number 12. Number 20, Lucas Eob. Number 24, Gavin Clabsaddle. Number 22, Ben Needhammer. And number 34, Judah Hiller. Now, the keys for the Elkhart Christian Eagles are make open and good shots, control the paint, and stay out of foul trouble.
I think that's self-explanatory.
Yeah, I think so. Coach very quick to the point when he asked them. So right now they're getting into the starters here. So I think it's going to be a very fun game if they're able to compete here.
Number 22, Johnny Zachary. Number 32, Mason Worrell. And number 34, Ryan Mack. The JV Warriors are coached by Jeremy McKenzie. Tonight's officials are Mike Zimmerman and Tim McCreary.
Reese, we're just about ready to get started in this ball game. What do you think's going to happen?
Do we know who 22 is?
22? I think we had him as Ben Needhammer.
Oh, yeah, it is. Ben Needhammer.
Yeah.
Missed that one. That was going to be bad. I thought we were going to miss all that. There's another guy in varsity that also has goggles like that.
Ryan Mack to tip it off for the Warriors, and Needhammer.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Mack tries to pass it, but it's Needhammer that hits it, and it lands in Ware's hands. Number 34, Hiller tries to get it to Clabsaddle and is out of bounds. Jack Shoemaker is going to inbound. Shoemaker passes to Rollins. Rollins trying to get around Ware. Gets around him, drives inside the paint, passes it to Mack. Mack back out to the corner to Worrell on the left corner. Worrell walking around the semicircle now. Passes to Shoemaker. Shoemaker back out to Worrell. Worrell at the three-point line. Takes a shot, bounces off the front of the rim, and it is rebounded by... It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be Wawasee ball. Shoemaker's going to inbound.
Nice job by Rollins trying to go and deep dive for that ball.
Shoemaker thinking about who to pass it to. Passes it deep to Rollins. Rollins is going to be guarded by Eob. Rollins passes to Mack. Mack at the three-point line. On the left side of the court. Passes to Shoemaker at the logo. Shoemaker back up to Rollins on the right side of the court. Toward the right corner, back up to Shoemaker, back to Worrell. Worrell at the left wing takes a three, bounces off the rim, and is rebounded by Eob. Eob driving fast at the three-point. Passes it to Hiller. Back out to Clabsaddle, back up to Hiller. Hiller. Back to Hiller, to Clabsaddle. Bounce pass stolen by Rollins for an open layup, and it is good. It is now Wawasee 2, Elkhart Christian 0, with 6:02 left in the first period. Eob inbounded it. He's passing it back to Hiller. Does a bounce pass into Needhammer. Back out to Ware for a two, and it is no good. It is rebounded by Mack. Mack passes it to Rollins on the left wing. Rollins thinking about what he wants to do here. Bounce pass to Mack. Mack to Worrell. Worrell at the logo. It's going to be guarded by Needhammer. Worrell to Shoemaker for a three. Very contested. Bounce off the rim. Is rebounded by Rollins at the baseline. Rollins for a contested layup is good. Wawasee 4, Elkhart 0. 5:17 left in the first period. Hiller. Passes inside, bounce pass, back out to Clabsaddle. Clabsaddle to 20, Eob. Eob bounce pass to Hiller. Back inside the paint to Ware. Back out to Clabsaddle on the right wing. It's going to be double teamed here. It goes around, bounce pass to Hiller. Hiller inside the paint to Ware. Tries to get it to Needhammer, and it is out of bounds. It's going to be Wawasee ball.
Elkhart Christian, Johnny Zachary knocked it out of bounds.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, Johnny Zachary tried to go for that ball, and he just smacked it out of bounds.
Clabsaddle is to inbound. Clabsaddle passes it deep, almost across the court to Hiller. It's stolen by Rollins. Rollins driving inside the paint, takes a contested layup, bounces off the rim, and is rebounded by Needhammer. Needhammer passes to Eob. Eob for a deep pass to Ware. Ware back up to Clabsaddle for a three. It is splash. It's good. Wow. Nice shot.
Nice play by Elkhart Christian, getting it to the shooter.
Whirl driving fast for a contested layup is good. So now Wawasee 6, Elkhart Christian 3, 4:18 left in the first period. Hiller driving inside the paint, bounce pass right. Stolen by Rollins.
Almost looked like a direct pass.
Rollins on the right wing. Passing into Shoemaker. Shoemaker back out to Rollins at the right corner for a three. And it's good.
Bounced out there.
Timeout by McKenzie. And it is a 30-second timeout. I could not comprehend. So it is now Wawasee 9, Elkhart Christian 3. Open three by Easton Rollins and another three by Elkhart Christian. So we're seeing these threes, Aiden, and I think it's going to be very vital for this game.
I think Rollins has been doing amazing so far in this first quarter. He's been our points leader right now for Wawasee, and he's just been getting inside the paint, getting right in there. And Elkhart Christian's like almost letting Neeson in there and gets the layup. Rollins also got that on defense, that easy pass. It almost looked like Elkhart Christian passed it to Rollins. And he got that steal, which allowed Wawasee to get that three-pointer.
Yeah. Hiller inbounded it to Eob. Eob back out to Hiller. Hiller to Eob. Eob to Neehammer inside to number 34, Hiller. Hiller back out to Clabsaddle. Clabsaddle thinking about what he wants to do. Tries to bounce pass it and is stolen by Shoemaker. Shoemaker drives inside to Mack. Mack back out to Rollins at the three-point line. Takes a three. Bounce off the front of the rims. Rebounded by Zachary for another three. For another two. Bounce off the front of the rim, and it is a travel on Elkhart Christian.
This Warrior offense trying to grab it, but Elkhart just keeps going on.
Gavin Whitten is now in. Ryan Mack for a three at the left wing is bounced off the rim, and it is out of bounds. Elkhart Christian ball.
Foul on Mason Worrell.
I thought that was out of bounds.
He kind of smacked it as he went to go grab it, so.
Eob. Hiller. Just past the half court. Back at the Eob on the left side. Back to Hiller. Hiller. Gets stolen when he passes to Eob. Zachary has the ball inside the paint. Pass out to Worrell for an open three on the right side. It is good. Wawasee 12, Elkhart 3. We got 3:05 left in the first period. Hiller. It's going to be double team. Passes it across the court to Eob. Eob's going to be guarded by Worrell. Tries to get back to Hiller. Hiller. Back to Eob. Eob on the left side of the court. Tries to get to Neehammer, and it's stolen by Mack. Shoemaker driving fast inside the paint. Back out to Easton Rollins for an open three on the left side of the court.
Almost got stuck on the top of the basket. That was
almost
crazy.
Got stuck at the top of the basket, yeah. I thought it was going to roll in. That would be cool. Would that count? I don't know.
No, since that's on top of the basket, so across the line technically.
Oh, well, that's kind of crappy, but,
The thing is, though, I wonder why they keep that rule in.
I don't know.
Where
Hiller to Eob. Back up to Hiller. Hiller on the left. Eob on the left side. Pass across the court. Tries to get it back to Hiller, and it's stolen by Worrell for an open layup, and it's good. Dudley is now in. Eob bounce pass to Hiller. Bounce pass inside to Whitten. Back out to Neehammer for an open two, and it is now Wawasee 14, Elkhart 5. 2:04 left in the first period. Worrell on the right side of the court. Chest pass to Zachary. Zachary drives inside the paint. Does an overhead pass to Shoemaker, who gets a travel. It's now Elkhart Christian ball. Wawasee 14, Elkhart 5, 1:05. 1 minute and 53 seconds left in the first period.
He just forgot to take steps.
Yeah, well, that is every travel, yes. Neehammer back at the Eob to Hiller. Hiller at the top of the key, trying to get around Rollins, who's not really moving very well. Neehammer inside, tries to get an open tries to get a two shot, no good. And it looks like they're going to the line.
Looked almost like an and one there. He almost got it.
If you saw Easton Rollins' defensive position, he didn't move. Hiller was trying to deuce him up a little bit, and he was staying stagnant kind of and just balancing it out really well.
Well, the thing is, you got to be cognizant in these kind of situations of where this person's going to go. You got to think that if he's going left, he's going to go right. So you have to almost do the opposite.
Needhammer's first shot is good. He's getting ready for a second one. Bounce, bounce. Takes an aim for a shot, and it bullseye. It's in. That's the first free throws of the night for either team, and is now Wawasee 14, Elkhart 7. Mason World getting double team, driving inside the paint for a contest. Nice layup. It's good. You see that spin move there, Aiden? That was really nice. I couldn't do that.
Me either.
Yo, passes it to Hiller. Hiller guarded by Rollins. Hiller on the right side of the court, drives inside the paint, pounce pass to Dudley. Dudley back out to Whidden. Whidden to Eob. Eob to Hiller. Hiller getting it to Whidden. Back out to Eob. Eob guarded heavily by Rollins. Passes it back out to Hiller. Hiller gets around Rollins, passes it, tries to get it to Needhammer, hits his hands and is out of bounds. It is Wawasee 16, Elkhart 7, 51.5 seconds left in the first period. Jack Shoemaker's going to inbound here, and it's going to be guarded by Eob.
Braden Gross in for the Elkhart Christian Eagles.
Mack just past the half-court line, drives inside the paint for a contest, passes it back out to Rollins on the right corner. Is going to be guarded by Hiller, and he's going to step out of bounds. It's going to be Elkhart Christian ball.
This looks like he's going to be foul on Rollins for a shove, an elbow. He elbowed one of the Elkhart Christian players.
Out of bounds. Eob back to Hiller. Hiller to Eob. Eob on the left side passes it to number 10, Gross. Back outside to Gross. Gross on the left corner for 3. It is rebounded by Rollins. 23 seconds left. Whirl on the left side of the court. Back out to Rollins. Rollins to Shoemaker for a 3 on the right side of the court. Splash! That is so good right there. Clean. Wawasee 19, Elkhart Christian 7. We got 8 seconds left. Eob trying to get to Hiller. Hiller back out to Gross. Gross across, try to get it to Eob, and is stolen by Whirl. Not enough time on the clock. As Wawasee 19, Elkhart 7 with 0 seconds left in the first period. So we'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior JV basketball on CPG-TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Brian Wheatrick with Hahn Auctioneers in Napanee, offering real estate auctions, personal property auctions, and appraisal for over 30 years. Brian Wheatrick with Hahn Auctioneers at 1203 East Market Street in Napanee, serving northern Indiana and southern Michigan. 574-268-4940 and online at hahnrealtyandauction.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Northern Lakes Insurance in Syracuse, offering a wide variety of consumer and business insurance with group health plans. Northern Lakes Insurance behind McDonald's at 201 East Palm Drive in Syracuse, 574-457-5931, and online at northernlakesinsurance.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on CPG-TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Welcome back to the Hardwood Teepee, where your Wawasee Warriors are up 19-7 against the Elkhart Christian Eagles. Now, there have been some changes on the offensive starters. Let's see, Carson Shears now in. Luke Lehman and Andrew Wall are now also in. Eob has the ball. He's going to be guarded by Wall. Chest pass to Hiller. Back out to Eob. Eob back out to Hiller. Hiller to Gross. Gross at the left wing. Pass it back out to Hiller on the left side of the court. He's going to be guarded by Whirl. Wall is blocking Dudley. Dudley's kind of just bouncing back and forth around the court. Dudley tries to drive inside the paint and gets a pushing foul. And it's going to be a foul on the Warriors.
Warrior foul number 20, Wall. His first.
It's on Wall.
Team
It's his first, and it's the team's first of the quarter. It is Wawasee 19, Elkhart Christian 7, 6:29 left in the second period.
I just want to say I have some first quarter stats. We're 50% from the three-point line.
All right. Eob, chest pass to Hiller. Hiller on the left side of the court. Bounce pass to back out to Eob. Eob's going to be guarded by Mack, drive inside the paint. Bounce pass back out to Hiller at the top of the key. To the right side to Dudley. Dudley by the logo. Guarded by Mack, thinking about what he wants to do. Bounce pass to Gross. Gross going to be guarded heavily by Shear on the right side of the court. It gets lost, and it's stolen by Worrell. It's recovered by Worrell. It's kind of knocked out by Mack.
Eagle foul number 10.
And it's a foul on the Eagles, his first, team first. And Luke Lehman's going to inbound. Luke Lehman passes out to Worrell. Worrell far past to Shear for a three on the right side of the court, or left side of the court. Bounces off the rim, is rebounded by Lehman. Lehman for contested shot, no good. It's rebounded by Braun and back out to Hiller. Hiller is going to be driving fast. Bounce pass out to Eob. Eob's going to be guarded by Wall. Eob to Hiller. Hiller trying to figure out what he wants to do. He's going to be guarded by Wall heavily. Inside the paint, back out to Eob at the top of the key. Eob loses it, and Dudley recovers. Dudley back out to Eob at the top of the logo. Back out to Dudley. Dudley to Hiller. Hiller trying to drive inside the paint for a contested shot. No good. And it is rebounded by Worrell. Worrell driving fast here. Gets around Dudley. Passes to Shear for a contested layup, and it is good. Wawasee 21, Elkhart Christian Eagles 7 with 4:59 left in the second period. It is a full timeout. So we'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior JV basketball on CPG-TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Wawasee Warrior basketball is powered by Sox Marina, servicing all the area lakes for over 60 years. Offering Viaggio pontoons and smoker craft fishing boats, all powered by Mercury and Tohatsu Outboards. Sox Marina on Webster Lake or online at soxmarina.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior basketball on CPG-TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Welcome back to the Hardwood TP. Aiden, you said you have some stats for us today. Let's get some stats in here.
Yes.
Now, I know I just flushed you a little bit, let you a little loose over here, but you had a percentage on threes. What is that? What is that percentage?
Well, right now, after that first half or that first quarter, we were 50% from the three-point line, which is way better than what we've been doing, especially comparing from the last game against Northridge.
Yeah, that is completely true. We were struggling, 36%. So if they can keep it up, maybe they'll get to like 75% on threes, something. So just in progress. You need progress. Hiller, chest pass to Eob. Eob trying to get around Wall. Passes it to Dudley. Dudley back out to Hiller. Side pass. Guarded by Wall. Back out to Eob. Eob at the top of the key. Struggling here. Is getting guarded heavily. Thinks about it too. Passes it back out to Dudley. Dudley to Worrell. Is going to be guarded by Worrell. Dudley. Little side shuffle pass to Eob, who drives fast inside the paint. Gets it out to Niehammer, who takes a shot. No good. Is rebounded by Luke Lehman. Luke Lehman passes out to Worrell. Worrell to Shear. Shear tries to drive inside the paint. Passes back out to Worrell. Back to Shear on the right side of the court. Shear's trying to think about what he wants to do. Passes it high to Worrell. Worrell's going to be guarded by Dudley. Back to Mack. Mack is going to be guarded by Braun. Thinking about what else to do. Pass out to Shear. Shear thought about a three. Drives inside the paint for a contested layup and is blocked by Niehammer.
Warrior ball.
It is Warrior ball.
Shear threw it last second in, and it touched Elkhart Christian
Hit
player's
his leg, and it bounced out of
yeah.
bounds. Kind of a smart move there. Actually, a really smart move for him. Worrell passes it to Wall on the left side of the court. Back out to Mack. Worrell for a three on the right side. Thinks about it. Makes a grimacing face and decides not to. Pass out to Shear. Shear on the left wing. Back out to Whirl. Whirl tries to drive inside the paint. Thinks about it. Passes back out to Mack. Mack on the right side of the court. Passes a contested shot to Wall, who misses the layup. Kind of bounces like 4 times on the rim. Dudley now has the ball. Passes to Eob. Eob on the left side of the court toward the left wing. Drives inside the paint. Contested. Tries to think about a pass and doesn't. It is hit by Mack, and then it is out of bounds. It is Elkhart Christian ball.
Just couldn't keep a hand on it, and it just fell out of bounds.
It is now Wawasee 21, Elkhart Christian 7. We got 3:17 left in the second period. Hiller, high pass to Dudley. Dudley's going to be guarded by Wall. Trying to direct the offense. Tries to deuce up Wall. Doesn't. Passes it to Eob. Eob, a little side pass to Hiller. Hiller trying to get through the path around Wall and can't. And he tries to get it to Eob, and it is out of bounds. And it should be Wawasee ball.
Fell into the hands of former player Kyan Heisler there.
Hiller
in the student section.
Hiller just fist bumped John Wilkinson, who is now very excited. Hiller bounced past to Dudley. Dudley's going to be guarded by Mack. Dudley at the top of the key. A little side pass into Eob. Back out to Hiller. Hiller thinking about what he wants to do here. Just kind of sitting and waiting, watching the offense. Bounce past the Niehammer. Thinking about what he wants to do. But it back out to Hiller. Hiller driving inside the paint. Does another bounce pass to Braun. Chest pass to Dudley. Dudley guarded by Shear. Guarded heavily. Can't even really get the ball off. And it is now a foul on Carson Shear. It is first of the night. And it is the team's second of the quarter.
That pressure defense has caused Wawasee to foul. They already have 2 fouls on the night so far.
Yeah, it brings an aggressive part of it, but they're still struggling, you know.
Yes.
I said, you know. Gosh, dang it. Bounce pass to Ware. Think about what he wants to do here. Kind of confused here. Pass it to Hiller. Hiller guarded by Wall. Drives inside the paint. Bounce pass back out to Braun for a layup, and it's good. Wall inbounded it. Passes to Shear. Shear on the right side of the court. Passes the Wall for a 3 at the top of the key. Bounces is good. That was a straight swish right there. Hiller has the ball on the left side of the court. It's going to be guarded by Shear. Back out to Ware. Ware to Niehammer. It's guarded heavily. Back up to Hiller on the right side of the court. Toward the right corner and right wing. Double teamed here, and it's going to be a timeout by Elkhart Christian. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Aiden, you got any more stats for us?
Well, I mean, we're in the second quarter right now. Our point leaders so far in this first half, Mason Worrell, 9 points for Wawasee.
How many of those are threes?
And we have one of them.
So the other two, he has 2 twos?
Yes.
And a free throw?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
And Elkhart Christian, their point leader so far is Needhammer with 4 points.
And you think he doesn't have the ball a lot, so a lot of the other people are just kind of controlling the ball, leading the offense, and he's just kind of in there inside the paint, making some shots. So we'll see how the rest of this game goes. It looks like Wawasee is coming to play today, and it's exciting.
The Warrior defense has been a little bit better than last Friday. We've been playing pretty tough defense.
Hiller back out to Niehammer. Tries to get it to him, and it is over his head and is rebounded by Whirl. Niehammer struggling with the ball is stolen. It is now back to Elkhart Christian. Dudley has the ball. It's going to be guarded by Shear. Pass it back out to Hiller. Hiller at the right side of the court. Back out to Dudley for 3. It is good. Bullseye right there. It is now Wawasee 24, Elkhart Christian 12. 1:13 left in the second quarter. Shear for a 3 at the top of the key. Bounced off the front of the backboard's no good. Is rebounded by Wall for a 3. No good. Back out to Whirl. Whirl takes a contested layup. It is good. Now Wawasee 26, Elkhart Christian 12. 58 seconds left. Hiller tries to drive inside the paint and gets double teamed. Back out to Braun. Braun loses the ball. It's out of bounds. It's going to be a tip ball. And it's going to be
Elkhart
Christian ball.
Number 30, Isaac Hurt.
I wonder what that sign means when the ref does that. It almost looks like,
Tip ball.
raining money almost,
Yeah, I guess.
Almost looks like that.
I have a lot of money, so I can do that. Where does a chest pass to Dudley for a 3 again? It bounced off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Mack. Mack Worrell passes it deep to Lehman. Lehman inside the paint to Wall. Wall takes a spin around 2. No good. Rebounded by Lehman. Lehman takes a turnaround shot. It is good. It's now Wawasee 28, Elkhart Christian 12. 27 seconds left in the second period. Hiller on the left side passes it out tries to get it to Niehammers. No good. Is rebounded by Worrell. Back up to Wall. Wall does a nice open 2. No good. Rebounded by Shear. Shear takes the shot. Good. It's now Wawasee 30, Elkhart Christian 12. 7 seconds left in the second period. Hiller back out to Ware. Ware to tries to take a shot, no good, and it is the end of the second quarter. So it's Wawasee 30, Elkhart Christian 12. We'll be back with more Wawasee Warrior JV basketball on CPG-TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Jeremy Dorr at RE/MAX Partners in Syracuse, offering a full complement of real estate services specializing in working with buyers and sellers of residential properties. Jeremy Dorr at RE/MAX Partners, 300 South Huntington Street in Syracuse, 574-518-0492, and online at jeremydorr.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by South Shore Social at 10601 North State Road 13, Syracuse, offering an entertainment and dining experience featuring golf and multi-sport simulators, darts, shuffleboard, elevated cuisine, and handcrafted cocktails, including a martini and bourbon lounge. South Shore Social, just north of Wawasee Middle School, 574-337-3131, and online at southshoresocial.net.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Goshen Home Medical, offering CPAPs, respiratory supplies, and a full line of medical equipment with delivery for over 40 years. Goshen Home Medical at 1501 South Main Street in Goshen, 574-533-0626, and online at goshenhomemedical.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Brook Point Resort in Syracuse, offering a family escape getaway featuring a family suite which sleeps up to 7 people, indoor heated saltwater pool, outdoor family cove activities, board games, pizza and pop for the first night. Brook Point Resort, just west of Burger King on Bowser Road in Syracuse, 574-457-4466, and online at brookpointresort.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Scott Gingrich with the Gingrich Group in Milford. We are a full-service realty company, including property management services in Kosciuszko and surrounding counties. Our goal is to be a trusted advisor for you before, during, and after your transaction. Scott Gingrich with the Gingrich Group, here to help make your home dreams happen. Located downtown Milford at 120 South Main Street or online at thegingrichgroup.com.
Here is a public service announcement from 93.7 FM The Mix.
As a high school student athlete, it makes a difference when the stands are filled with cheering fans. I'm Reed Robinson from New Prairie High School.
And I'm Autumn Rife from North White High School. It motivates us to do our best when we know our entire school community has our backs.
When they understand the real purpose of high school sports.
When they remember learning life lessons is more important than winning.
When they keep athletic events fun and positive for everyone.
That's what being a champion of high school sports is all about.
Whether you're a parent, fan, coach, official, administrator, or broadcaster, we all have a role to play in championing high school sports.
Thank you for supporting our schools, our communities, and our student athletes.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support the mission of education-based athletics by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is being a champion of high school sports. This is preserving the second classroom. This is your IHSAA.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on CPG-TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Welcome back to the Hardwood Teepee, where your Wawasee Warriors are up 30-12 against the Elkhart Christian Eagles. This has been an exciting game, a lot of threes, and let's get into some of these stats, Aiden.
Yes, Reese.
What do you got for Elkhart Christian? What kind of stats you got?
Well, we not so good from Wawasee in the 2-point and 3-point ranges. They need to step it up, make smart, good shots. Elkhart Christian, they've been doing amazing from shooting. And I expect them to play a little bit more tougher on defense because, they've been letting Wawasee have too many good shots. So Elkhart Christian's probably going to step up their defense. They're probably going to make better shots. Allow Wawasee to let them get to the three-point line freely. Allow them to have free open shots.
Yeah, so one thing that is very important that Coach Scott Hetrick, he gave us these stats. He does stats every game. You said you wanted to shout somebody else out?
Yes, I want to give a shout-out to our amazing manager that's down there for our JV Warriors.
He's also varsity, isn't he?
He's also technically varsity manager alongside me.
He's ahead of you, isn't he?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
He's alongside me. Micah Moe. Shout out to Micah Moe, who does an amazing job on JV, allows me to do my sports broadcasting. And I just want to say he's been doing an amazing job this year so far. And I told him, hey, you only have to deal with this for 2 more games, Because basically we have 2 more games in the rest of the season, Reese. It's getting closer to the end of the season. And the Warriors, all they have to do is just get 2 more wins, and they'll be better than their previous record, which was 9-13.
So it's gonna be hard. Now, a couple things that we did find out is the free throw points for Elkhart Christian is 2 to Wawasee 0. The points off turnover is Elkhart Christian 5 to Wawasee's 12. So Wawasee has had a couple points on turnovers, 12 of them. So I mean that's a pretty good differential. That's a 7-point differential. That's pretty good. Off the rebound, Wawasee has 56.3%. Now, they have also defended that well. 3-point efficiency is plus 23.3 for Elkhart Christian, while Wawasee has -2. So, I mean, that's pretty important stuff here. I mean, I'm not very good at stats, so I'm glad Hetrick does this stuff.
Yeah, I kind of forced you to do stats there, so.
Yeah, you did, but it's whatever.
It's fine. I'm getting you. Making you learn. So, if you ever have to do this in the future as a college broadcaster, it might help you in the long run.
All I'm just saying is that these are some decent stats. It's going to affect the game, but it all depends on what the Wawasee comes out and does this second half. I mean, you can do whatever in the first half, but it's always going to be a struggle, I mean, unless you're the Kansas City Chiefs, that was a rough.
Okay, we don't need to bring NFL.
But,
this is basketball.
But in basketball, it doesn't. The second half can always change. You can always have a comeback, and you can always come back from it. So Elkhart Christian could really build a big momentum and come back from this game. It just depends on how Wawasee plays, how they play, and how the consistency of the game goes. I think Elkhart Christian has just been struggling with just getting shots off. They struggle. Wawasee is defending really well. Like they're very, I'm going to be on you and I'm going to stay on you. You're not going to get anywhere else. And they just consistent with that. And I don't think Elkhart Christian competes very well when they have to deal with that. It doesn't look like they have size compared to Wawasee either. So it's hard for them to take those shots too. So
yes, and I totally agree. I have one more shout out because he just texted me, Mr. Joshua Pulaski. Shout out to you who decided to text me back. Yeah, Josh. He did pretty good during the girls' varsity game when they did sectionals.
Decided to skip school today, though.
Yeah, he did decide to miss class. So
he had to receive a prestigious award.
Hey, when you receive an award, you kind of want to miss school, If it's a big award, you want to miss school, especially for that. I think it might be a sports broadcasting award, possibly.
It's not a sports broadcasting award.
Oh.
It is a student of the year, or like person of the year, kid of the year, or whatever.
Ah.
Yeah, come on now. So we got 44 seconds left here, and I think this game is going to be very fun if they can stay consistent. I like seeing Wawasee win, you know. I'm a little biased, but I think if Wawasee's able to keep this score up, they'll be able to win this game. Got any input on that, Aiden?
What?
Any input on this next
Oh,
half?
yeah, yes. Sorry.
You gotta lock in, buddy. Come on now.
Well, hey, it's a little bit too loud in this gym, to be honest.
You're making excuses, bro.
I think the Warriors are going to do a lot better during this second half. I think they're going to, take the win. They're going to get the win. They're going to cause Elkhart Christian to not play as well. Elkhart Christian, I hope they do better on offense. They've been not making the best shots. They've been turning the ball over a lot more, passing long shots. Do not be taking long shots unless you know it's going to go to that exact person.
All I got to say is you cannot complain about the sound because whenever I talk, I'm in your ear. So you.
Well, I can at least hear it right now, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Grayson Lashley, who hasn't been in the game all game.
He first quarter, yeah.
He wasn't in first quarter, I don't think either. Is going to inbound. He passes to Shear. Shear's going to be guarded by Hiller. Shear's driving fast on the right side of the court, tries to get around Hiller, and pass out to Lashley. Lashley's thinking about a three. He likes those threes. On the left side of the court, it's going to be guarded by Clapsaddle. Lashley passes inside to Nakasin, and it is stolen by Hisler. He passes it back out to Niehammer. Niehammer back out to Hisler. Hisler at the top of the key. Back into Ayob. Ayob back out to Hapsaddle. Hapsaddle is going to be guarded by Neiman. Passes it out to Ware. Hiller, thinking about what he wants to do, is going to be guarded by Neiman. Bounce pass to Ayob. Guarded by Colin Hackelman. Ayob at the top of the logo. Gets almost stolen. It gets stolen by Hackelman.
And it's a shove.
And it's a shove on Hackelman. And it's his first. The team's first as well of the third period. It is Wawasee 30, Elkhart Christian 12. We got 6:06 left in the third period. Hiller can be guarded by Neiman. Bounce pass to Ayob. Ayob back out to Ware. Ware's going to be guarded by Shear. Bounce pass back out to Hiller on the right side of the court. Back out to Ayob. Ayob at the top of the key. Think about what he wants to do. Does a bounce pass to Niehammer. Back out to Clapsaddle inside the paint. Drives a contested shot. Bounce out the left side of the rim is rebounded by Niehammer. And he tries to pass it back out to Ware. And it's a travel. It's going to be Wawasee ball. Neiman's going to Nietrauer's going to inbound. Oh, my gosh. He does it. Pass it to Lashley. Lashley on the right side. Loses the ball. Is not out of bounds. And it does out to Hackelman. Hackelman on the right side. Pass out to Shear. Shear for a layup. It is good. It is Wawasee 32, Elkhart Christian 12. 5:19 left in the third period. Ayob passes it to Clapsaddle. Clapsaddle to Hiller. Hiller drives inside the paint tries to get a layup and not it. And Ayob on the left side of the court, inside the paint, trying to get around Nakasin is no good. Just a chest pass back out to Hiller at the top of the key, at the logo. Nitro kind of loses his guy, and it's going to be guarded by Hackelman. Hiller almost gets around. Hackelman does a little spin move. Back out to Ware. Back out to Ayob. Ayob tries to drive inside the paint. Back out to the left wing to Clapsaddle for three, and it's good.
Nice job by
Wawasee 32, Elkhart Christian 15, 4:31 left in the third period. Shear on the left side of the court. It's going to be guarded by Hiller. Back out for a contested shot by Nettrauer. It's good. Ware back out to Ayob on the left side of the court. There's a bounce pass.
Just standing there right there at the top of the key.
Back to Hiller. Hiller to Hackelman. Hackelman steals the ball. It's out of bounds.
Elkhart Christian
and it's
ball.
going to be Elkhart Christian ball. Now, Netro has a little bit of size, and he's kind of using it to his advantage against these players. Hackelman does a pass to Ware. Ware back out to Clapsaddle. Clapsaddle almost loses the ball. It's going to be double team. Back up to Hiller. Hiller does a chest pass to Ware. Back up to Ayob. Ayob back up to Hanshouder. Back up to Clapsaddle. Clapsaddle to Hiller. Hiller is going to be guarded by Hackelman. Drives inside the paint. Does a pass to Ware. Ware for 2. No good. Rebounded by Netschauer. Netschauer on the left side of the court. Last one to pass the half-court line. Tries to get around. 22, no good. Is rebounded by Eob. Eob driving fast. Eob trying to get around Shear. Drives inside the paint, but back out to Ware for long 2. No good. Is rebounded by Nakasin. No, it's not Nakasin. It's rebounded by Needhammer. Nakasin was almost there, but it's not.
Colin went to go grab it, and it's Elkhart Christian ball.
Yep. Clapsaddle is going to inbound. Clapsaddle does a pass to Hiller. Hiller is going to be guarded by Netschauer. Netschauer. Hiller drives inside the paint. Guarded by Shear now. Back out to Lashley. Lashley by Clapsaddle on the right side of the court, left side of the court. Does a bounce pass back out to Ware. Back out to Hiller for a 3 at the left side of the court. For no good. Bounces off. Covered by Ware on the right side. It is a contested little mess up with the ball. Shear does a pass back inside to inbounds. It's recovered by Nakasin. Nakasin back out to Shear. Shear on the left side of the court for a 3. It bounced off the front of the rim. Is rebounded by Ware. Ware does a pass to Eob. Eob does a pass to Clapsaddle. Clapsaddle on the right side of the court. Left side of the court. Pass to Hiller. Hiller. Think about what he wants to do, kind of directing the offense. Eob thinks 3, fakes it, passes to Clapsaddle. Clapsaddle back out to Ware. Ware to Kneehammer. Back up to Hiller. Hiller drives inside the paint for a contested layup. It's good. It's now Wawasee 34, Elkhart Christian 17. 2 minutes left in the third period. Netschauer driving fast, gets hit by Kneehammer, and the ball falls out and is rebound stolen by Elkhart Christian. Eob has the ball on the left side of the court. Passes to Clapsaddle. Bounce pass to Hiller. Hiller at the logo. Back out to Ware. Ware. It's going to be guarded by Nakasin. Ware. Bounce past Eob. Eob. Passes it to Clapsaddle. Bounce pass to Kneehammer. Tries to get it to Eob, who barely gets it, and tries to get a layup. It is no good. It's going to be a foul. Eob's going to go to the line, and it's going to be Wawasee's second foul of the night. Team second. And it's going to be Colin Hackelman's second of the night.
He is our, I guess, foul leader so far.
Yeah, looks like
2
he
fouls.
Is, yeah.
Everybody else has 1.
Eob at the line, shooting 2.
Reese, you got to keep your mic.
Eob.
Yeah.
First shot. No good.
Jogged in there. Gross just jogged in there. Like,
doesn't want to be there.
Jogged or basically a slow
Eob
walk.
Hits the front of the rim and it bounces forward. Is good. Netschauer has the ball on the left side of the court. Netschauer gets around Kneehammer and loses the ball a little bit. Back up to Nakasin at the top of the key. Nakasin back up to Shear on the right side. It's going to be guarded by Hiller. Stolen by Hiller. Hiller kind of have open space, not used to it. Thinking about what he wants to do. Just thinking really. Pass to Eob. Eob gets double teamed fast. Eob drives inside the paint. Does a no-look pass to Gross. Gross catches the ball. Back out to Habsider across the court. Back out to Gross across the court for a 3. It's rims out. No good. Kneehammer for a contested rebounded shot is good. It's now Wawasee 34, Elkhart Christian 20. We got 32 seconds left in the third period. Netschauer gets around Kneehammer for a contested shot. It's good. It's now Wawasee 36, Elkhart Christian 20. We got 19 seconds left in the third period. Eob Pass it back up to Hiller. Hiller inside the paint for a contested shot. Bounce off the rim, is rebounded by Knoxon. Bounce pass to Shear. Shear on the right side, driving fast. Shear thinks about it. Passes out to Lashley for a three on the left side of the court. Bounce off the right side of the rim, is rebounded by Gross. Hiller takes a long shot. It is no good.
Almost hits us.
Almost hits us, and it is the end of the third period. So we'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior JV basketball on CPG-TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Wawasee Warrior basketball is brought to you in part by Chubby's Pub and Grub in Syracuse, offering a full menu including daily lunch and dinner specials with a family room. Chubby's Pub and Grub at 1201 South Huntington Street in Syracuse. 574-457-3855.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Dynamic Spine and Rehab Center, 106 East Pickwick Drive in Syracuse, offering chiropractic, personal training, and rehab services that will get you back into the game. Dynamic Spine and Rehab Center, east of Dairy Queen in Syracuse, 574-457-7472, and online at dynamicspinesyracuse.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior basketball on CPG-TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Welcome back to the Hardwood TP, where your Wawasee Warriors are up 36-20 against the Elkhart Christian Eagles. We got 7 minutes left here in the fourth period, and we just got stats from Hetrick. Aiden, can you grab those from us?
Yeah, well, hey.
Mark some stats for us while this game's getting started.
Yeah.
Easton Rowan has the ball. He's going to be guarded by Hiller. Easton's driving fast. Tries to get it to Dalton Young. It is out of bounds. It's going to be Elkhart Christian ball. Dudley, wiping his shoes off before he inbounds it, passes it to Hiller. Hiller. It's going to be guarded by Rollins. Pass it back out to Gross. Gross getting double teamed. Back out to Hiller. Hiller on the right side of the court. Back out to Hiller. Hiller drives inside, tries to drive inside the paint. It's stolen. Back out to Hiller. Hiller recovers it. He gets it to Whitten. Whitten takes a contested shot. No good. Rebounded by Mack. Mack driving fast inside the paint for a layup. Hits the bottom of the rim. It's no good. Rebounded by Dalton Young for a layup. It's good. It's now Wawasee 38, Elkhart Christian 20. We got 6:15 left in the fourth period.
Nice play by Dalton.
Dudley
first shot of the day.
Dalton steals the ball. Young steals the ball and passes it to Mack. Mack back out to Young for a three on the left side of the court and hits the corner of the backboard. Hiller driving fast, takes a contested layup, bounce off the rim. It is rebounded by Dudley. Dudley takes a shot for a free throw, pretty much, and it is not good. He pretty much lined up right at the free throw line there.
Yeah.
Take the shot, no good, but he's going to the line anyways, so it makes sense, I guess. Wawasee 38, Elkhart Christian 20. We got 5:45 left in the fourth period. Dudley for his first shot. Swish right in there. Wiping his shoes off again, getting ready.
He's got some bright shoes.
Colorful, yeah. Somebody's got SpongeBob shoes, Patrick shoes. Those are cool.
Kind of want those.
Around the rim is no good. Is rebounded by Lehman. Lehman back out to Mack. Mack. Think about what he wants to do here. Passes right to Young. Or Zachary's, excuse me. Back out to Young. Young drives inside the paint. Tries to get it to Zachary over his head. And it is out of bounds. Elkhart Christian ball.
A little bit of miscommunication from the Warriors. Hiller with the ball.
Hiller. Trying to get around Lehman. No good. Dudley. Passes it back. Does a bounce pass into Gross. Back out to number 30, Needhammer, who doesn't get it. Troyer's struggling. Does a bounce pass to Lehman. Lehman back out to Young. Young driving fast. Does a pass, and it goes straight to Dudley. Tries to get it out to Rollins. No good. Dudley back out to Troyer. Back out to Dudley. Dudley drives inside the paint. Takes a contested shot to number Gross. Gross's shot's no good. Young recovers it and passes it left to Mack. Mack kind of just thinking what he wants, walking slowly here, kind of wasting some time. Mack does a left chest pass to Rollins. Rollins on the left side of the court. Does it back to Mack. Mack drives inside the paint, loses the ball, is rebounded by Hiller. Hiller gets around Rollins, drives fast. It's going to, there's a bounce pass back to Lehman. Lehman back, tries to get it to Widner, and it's no good. Widner, it's kind of like a couple balance passes back and forth. They should have just taken the shot. And it's now a full shot. It's a full timeout, so we'll be back with more Wawasee Warrior JV basketball on CPG-TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Hi, this is Vince Beasley. Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Northern Lakes Realty. We are a full-service realty company helping you buy and sell homes, as well as assisting you in any other real estate needs. Northern Lakes Realty has a hometown realty team ready to serve you. We are located across from Pickwick Theater in Uptown Syracuse. 574-457-2880 or online at nlrealtyllc.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on CPG-TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Welcome back to the Hardwood TP, where your Wawasee Warriors are up 38-21 against the Elkhart Christian Eagles. We got 4:23 left in this game. What do you think about this game, Aiden? How do you think it's happening so far?
Well,
I think it's been pretty exciting.
Well, I think both teams, they've been improving on their shooting. Wawasee, although, on the other half, they've been not doing the best on three-pointers. They're 0 for 2 right now as of three-pointers. They're 0.00%. Not too good.
Not good at all.
50% from the
Gross.
inline.
Back out to Hiller for Dudley for contested layup. Open layup, not contested, it's good. Rollins trying to get around Hiller. Hiller's got a very defensive stance right now. Got his hips loose, I guess. Bounces off Rollins' leg, and it is out of bounds. It's going to be a foul on Hiller. And Hackelman's going to inbound it. Hackelman does a chest pass to Shear. Shear is going to try to get around Whitten. Shear gets a contested layup. Goes below his knee and lifts it back up for a contested layup. It's a nice shot. It's Wawasee 40, Elkhart Christian 23. We got 3:53 left in the fourth period. Hiller driving fast inside the paint. Tries to get a layup, and it goes around the rim. It is now Shear has the ball. He's on the left side of the court, thinking about what he wants to do. Passes across the court to Rollins for top of the key on the right side for a three, and it's good! Wawasee 43, Elkhart Christian 23. We got 3:37 left in the fourth period. That was a nice shot right there. If I could think of other words, I'd say them, but splash. A little late, but splash.
Hackelman has his third foul of the night. He's going to have to watch his fouls. The Warriors have 2 fouls on the night as a team.
That's rough, you know. We'll see how they do the rest of this game. Niehammer tries to get it to number 11, Bontrager. It's no good. Rollins has the ball. Passes to Shear. It's no good. Niehammer has the ball now. Stole it. Back out to Gross. Back to Hiller. Hiller inside the paint to Bontrager for a contested layup. No good. Rebounded by Bontrager himself. Back up to Dudley. Dudley. Back out to Hiller. Hiller. Bounce past to Dudley for a three. No good. Oh, it is good. On the right side of the court. It's now Wawasee 43, Elkhart Christian 26. Luke Lehman almost out of bounds with the ball. Pass it to Rollins. Back out to the top of the three. Rollins inside the paint. Does a bounce pass back out to Lehman for a two. No good. Rebounded by Dudley.
And it's foul on Luke Lehman.
It is a foul on Luke Lehman.
Had a shove there as he went to go try and block Elkhart Christian.
Dudley. Inbounds the ball. Chest pass to Hiller. Dudley. There's another chest pass to Niehammer. Niehammer. There's a bounce pass to Hiller, and it's out of bounds on Luke Lehman's foot. It's now Wawasee 43, Elkhart Christian 26. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth period. Dudley, bounce pass to Hiller. It's going to be guarded by Lehman. Hiller, bounce pass to Niehammer. Niehammer back out to Dudley. Dudley inside the paint on the right side of the court. Back out to Gross. Gross to the chest pass to Bontrager. Back out to Dudley. Dudley to Hiller. Hiller to Dudley. Dudley at the top of the key, getting guarded by Shear. Does a bounce pass back out to Hiller. Back out to Dudley for a three at the top of the key. Swish, it's good. Nockeson inbounded it, passes to Hackelman. We got 1:58 left. Wawasee is up 43-29 against the Elkhart Christian Eagles. Luke Lehman does a pass to Nockeson. Nockeson for a contested shot, no good. It goes around the rim, is rebounded by Hiller. Hiller driving fast up the court. Does a fake, back out to Dudley. Dudley, back out to Hiller. Hiller tries to drive inside, bounce pass to Gross for three. Bounces out of the rim, is no good, is rebounded by Shear.
Got almost blocked by his own player.
Shear right at the baseline does a pass to Hackelman for a contested two. It's good.
And
a foul. It is now Wawasee 45, Elkhart Christian 29. We got 1 minute and 25 seconds left in the fourth period, and Hackelman's going to the line.
Nice job by Colin getting inside the paint, getting that layup, and now he's shooting for two.
First shot. It's good. It's only one shot.
Oh.
Hiller has the ball now. He's driving fast. He's going to be guarded by Shear. Hiller drives inside the paint. Passes across to Dudley for the top of the key. Back out to Gross. Gross at the left side of the court. Drives inside the paint at the baseline. Takes a shot for a layup. It's good. Finger rolled that one in pretty much. Back out to Nockeson. Nockeson on the right side of the court. Chest pass to Hackelman. Back into Lehman. Back into Hackelman. Almost a short pass to Nockeson at the right side of the court to the right wing. Young has the ball, drives inside the paint. Back out to Lehman. Lehman drives inside the paint. Toward the free throw line, takes a shot, no good. Rebounded by Lehman himself, takes another shot, no good, and he gets the foul. He's going to the line for two. We got 48 seconds left. The Wawasee Warriors are up 46-31 against the Elkhart Christian Eagles, and Luke Lehman's going to the line. This is the first time to the line for him, correct?
Yes, his first time going to the line. Hopefully he makes these two free throws. Right now, Wawasee's been doing pretty good on getting the ball inside, getting those free throws made, and making the three-pointers.
Lehman's first shot hits the front of the rim, hits the back of the rim, and bounces in. He's getting ready for his second shot. Lines it up, takes a shot. Bounce out the front of the rim, back of the rim, bounce out the front of the rim again. It's good. It is now Wawasee 48, Elkhart Christian 31. We got 46 seconds left in the fourth period. Hiller, chest pass to Dudley. Dudley at the top of the key, back out to Gross. Gross on the left side of the court, left wing, drives inside the paint, takes a contested one-handed shot. It's good. It's now Wawasee 48, Elkhart Christian 33. We got 28 seconds left in the fourth period. Young's inside the paint. Think about what he wants to do. Passes back out to Shear. Just kind of holding the ball. He's got 21 seconds left. Young does a little side. Young has the ball. He's going to be guarded by Ware. Fumbles the ball. It's out of bounds. It's going to be Wawasee ball. Got 14 seconds left here in the fourth period, and Wawasee has the ball to inbound.
I think they're going to hold it, Reese.
You think so?
Most likely, Colin.
Hackelman holding the ball on the right side. Passes it to Young. Young. Oh, just a little behind-the-back dribble. It's stolen by Dudley. He's got 4 seconds left. He drives inside the paint for a two. It's good. Clock does not stop, and the game's over. It's Wawasee 48, Elkhart Christian 35. We'll be back with more Wawasee Warrior varsity basketball on CPG-TV, IHSA Champions Network, and 93.7 FM The Mix.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Wallace Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling in Syracuse. They can help the residential or commercial customer with in-floor heat systems, high-efficiency tankless water heaters, lift stations, sewer connections, septic services, and well repair. Wallace Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling in Syracuse. 574-457-9313 and online at wallacephc.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Quality Engineered Services in Syracuse. Manufacturing dash assemblies and wiring harnesses, primarily supporting OEM boat manufacturers and other products including marine, bus, automotive, and more since 2017. Quality Engineered Services at 1101 North Indiana Avenue in Syracuse. 574-457-3988 and online at theqes.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Appleseed Eye Care in Syracuse, offering eye care from local optometrists, which include routine vision care, diagnosis and treatment of eye diseases, and emergency eye care. They offer both budget-friendly glasses and designer eyewear with advanced lens technology and contact lenses. Appleseed Eye Care at 612 South Huntington Street in Syracuse, 574-457-4476, and online at appleseedeyecare.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by the Wawasee Alumni Association. On Saturday, March 29th, the annual Green and Gold Gala fundraiser will take place at Oakwood Resort in Syracuse at 5:30 p.m. Live and silent auction items will be available to bid on. All proceeds will support Wawasee High School students with paid entry to all school-related events, free Letterman jackets for qualifying students, and financial assistance for sport and club team building activities. Sponsorship opportunities are available. Go to onecau.se/Green Gold Gala to purchase tickets or get more information.
Here is a public service announcement from 93.7 FM The Mix.
Did you know Indiana has a critical shortage of high school referees?
It's causing our games to be canceled or understaffed, and we need your help. I'm Greer Swim from Fishers High School.
And I'm Cooper Allen from Shenandoah High School. We need you so we can keep playing our favorite sports.
So our opportunities to learn aren't limited.
So our experience in high school sports is everything it should be.
With your help, we can make sure we have enough officials for every game.
And student athletes around the state always have the chance to grow through high school sports.
Are you game? Sign up as a high school official in your community today.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. High school sports can't happen without high school officials. Help us fill an urgent need in our state so games aren't canceled or understaffed. Visit ihsaa.org to become an official today. This is protecting high school sports. This is serving your community. This is your IHSAA.
It's time for Wawasee Warrior Basketball. On 93.7 FM The Mix, online at 937themix.com, CPG-TV, and the IHSAA Champions Network. Tonight the Warriors will host Elkhart Christian Academy. This year's broadcast is brought to you by Brian Wietrich with Hahn Auctioneers, Northern Lakes Insurance, Sox Marina, Jeremy Dorr with Remax Partners Syracuse, South Shore Social, Goshen Home Medical, Brook Point Resort, Scott Gingrich with the Gingrich Group, Chubby's Pub and Grub, Dynamic Spine and Rehab Center, Northern Lakes Realty, Wallace Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Quality Engineered Services, Appleseed Eye Care, and the Wawasee Alumni Association. Now let's take you to the Hardwood TP. With the call, here's Zach Bowen and coaches Roger Brady and Scott Beasley.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hardwood TP. I'm Zach Bowen. Next to me is Coach Scott Beasley and Coach Roger Brady. Tonight, your Wawasee Warriors are taking on Elkhart Christian. Coach, welcome back.
Appreciate
Elkhart
it.
Christian Academy, my bad.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Welcome back. I mean, you haven't been here.
Yeah, had a
in
little rough stretch, but we're doing all right.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we're good. I
we're
appreciate
grateful you're here. He had a stint in the hospital, got everything taken care of. He's back. He's lost 20 pounds. He's got to get on the weights. Got to get all the pasta he can.
That's right.
So, yeah, we're really grateful you're back with us,
I
Scotty.
appreciate it. Thank you.
And if we can get this kid over here to quit watching Michigan on his phone and focus on what we're doing here. So.
Hey, I'm focusing.
All right, here we
Gotta
go.
have-
Here we go.
So, guys, this Elkhart Christian Academy team, it's one of those teams where Wawasee, we could say, is favored in this game. It's one of those games Wawasee should win. We've had a lot of these games this year, and I feel like a lot of time when we say this, the game maybe doesn't go the way we thought it would. So what's your guys' thoughts on this game tonight?
Well, I think, when you're coming into a game like this, we're favorites. I mean, you can look at the opponents they've played and the similar teams and foes and who they've struggled with, some teams that we've beaten. But at this point in the season, I don't really want to look at that. I mean, we got to look at it and take care of business. So, I'm not worried about their record. We got to come in here at home, take care of business with a game that we can win, just come out and do what we know how to do. So I think Coach has been working with them in practice. We should be dialed in today, and a good opportunity for us to get a win.
Yeah, it should be business as usual. Let's play the game.
Yep.
All right, well, let's hear from Coach Lou and see what his game plan is tonight. Aiden Cabine did the interview with him earlier, so here is your coach's interview.
Hello, Coach. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Aiden. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Last Friday, you took on Northridge and lost 58-20. How are you managing these teams that are bigger and stronger than us?
Well, in the case of Northridge, not very well. It wasn't a game where a lot of good things happened for us. We were playing without a couple of players, and Camden Reel was not able to play because of an injury, and Nolan Holmesworth tried to play a little bit, but he couldn't play and had to come out and sit the balance of the game. So we were a little bit down in numbers, but still, even with that, we really weren't able to do the types of things I would hope we'd be able to do in terms of get quality shots on offense and keep the other team's players from getting the type of quality shots they did get. And so it was not a good game, but you kind of just go on and you hope the next time you get a chance to play, you're gonna do a little better, and that's what tonight's about.
And as you said, tonight we take on Elkhart Christian at home. Elkhart Christian has lost to opponents we have already played so far in this season, most in double digits. And your team has been battling injuries and illness, as you said before. Are we going to be playing some other players tonight that may have not seen some minutes on varsity?
Well, I really can't answer that for sure. We had, 3 of our normal starters were very sick this weekend and couldn't practice. I think they may be back tonight. We'll have to see how it goes, and they'll try to play and see if they can. Hopefully they can. And, we're playing a team right now that early on in the season wasn't doing too well, but if you look at their games recently, they've beaten some quality teams and they're playing very well. And, we're going to have to play very well to win the game tonight. And, that makes us, have to hopefully be on the ball and doing the things we need to do and playing the type of game I know we could play. And if we do that, we'll have a good chance to win. But this is by no means just an easy game for us.
And as you just said there, talking about being on the ball, on defense, what do we need to do to beat the Eagles?
Well, they got some really nice shooters, kids that are shooting a very high percentage on the perimeter, who are fast and energetic, and they got some big kids inside. So, they got a well-rounded offensive team. They're a team that likes to put tremendous amount of pressure on you. They like to change their defense every possession. They like to press. They like to trap. They like to do all sorts of different things to try to confuse you. And so we'll see if we can handle how they come at us defensively.
And on offense, what do we need to do to defeat Elkhart Christian?
Well, again, we got to recognize what they're doing. They like to change defense on every possession and surprise you. And so we've got to be, poised and alert and identify what they're doing and then run our best attack against whatever we think they're doing. And, if you do that, you'll get good quality shots and you should be able to score enough points to have a chance to win if your defense can hold up. And so that's what we're looking for tonight.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck tonight.
All right. Thank you very much, Aiden.
We'll be back with more Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix, CPG-TV, and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Wawasee Warrior basketball is brought to you in part by Brian Wietrick with Hahn Auctioneers in Napanee, offering real estate auctions, personal property auctions, and appraisal for over 30 years. Brian Wietrick with Hahn Auctioneers at 1203 East Market Street in Napanee, serving northern Indiana and southern Michigan. 574-268-4940 and online at HahnRealtyandAuction.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Northern Lakes Insurance in Syracuse, offering a wide variety of consumer and business insurance with group health plans. Northern Lakes Insurance behind McDonald's at 201 East Palm Drive in Syracuse, 574-457-5931, and online at northernlakesinsurance.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is powered by Sox Marina, servicing all the area lakes for over 60 years. Offering Viaggio pontoons and smoker craft fishing boats, all powered by Mercury and Tohatsu outboards. Sox Marina on Webster Lake or online at soxmarina.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Jeremy Dorr at Remax Partners in Syracuse, offering a full complement of real estate services specializing in working with buyers and sellers of residential properties. Jeremy Dorr at Remax Partners, 300 South Huntington Street in Syracuse, 574-518-0492, and online at jeremydorr.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by South Shore Social at 10601 North State Road 13, Syracuse, offering an entertainment and dining experience featuring golf and multi-sport simulators, darts, shuffleboard, elevated cuisine, and handcrafted cocktails, including a martini and bourbon lounge. South Shore Social, just north of Wawasee Middle School, 574-337-3131, and online at southshoresocial.net.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix, CPG-TV, and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Welcome back to the Hardwood TP, where tonight your Wawasee Warriors are taking on the Elkhart Christian Academy Eagles. Guys, you kind of already hinted at it. This is a game that Wawasee could potentially win. Coach, you have some questions here?
Yeah, I'm going to put Scotty to work.
Beasley.
He's had too much time off.
Hey,
Are you
all
ready?
right, I'm ready. Bring it, Coach.
Well, I think we talked about a little bit earlier, though. If you are favored and you go into practice, is there, when you prepare for your games, do you do it any differently than you would any normal team? You prepare the same? You know what's going to happen, the kind of weakness they have or don't have. You know the common opponents. What kind of preparation do you do for a game when you're favored to win as opposed to one that maybe you're not?
Yeah, I think it's a good question. I think you definitely do have a different mentality and game plan, right? I mean, let's say we're going into Northridge, right?
Right.
We're heavily underdogged in that game.
Right.
We knew that. It was going to be a tough matchup. So you're preparing to how do we mitigate this and how are we going to fight this battle, right? Now, when you're the favorites and you're coming in, you're trying to say, how are we going to put the pressure on them and make them feel so uncomfortable right out of the gate that we're just going to show them we're the better team.
Okay.
So when you're doing that, the kids have to know, okay, we're going to try to exploit this. We're going to try to get to this point in our shots. Here's what we want to look at. Okay, maybe we want to get to the rack and score at the hole. Let's not settle for threes, and let's be smart. Let's get in there. Let's build up a lead and put them away early. So that's what you're looking to do. You don't ever want to let a team hang around and think they can win.
Right.
Especially when they know they're not supposed to.
Exactly. Well, against Northridge, one of the bugaboos that we've had all season, and I think Northridge had a lot to do with it. They're just a great team. Defense is good. They contested almost every shot. We shot 25%. If you have a team that's struggling in shooting, and you have a game like this that you think you can win this game, what kind of shots do you give your kids, especially earlier in the game, to get that shooting confidence back that they can come out and won't be so afraid to make those shots?
Yeah, that's also a point where I looked in the when you look at NFL rookie quarterbacks, right? A good offensive coordinator is going to be like, okay, we're gonna put our quarterback in a good position to get some confidence and succeed, which is a lot of short passes, a lot of hitches, a lot of passes where he's going to get completions, make him get that confidence going. Similar in basketball, okay? I want to get to the hoop. I know Nolan's going to be able to get to the hoop tonight, right? How are we going to get him to the hoop early, get a couple early buckets, get his confidence going after being sick as well, and hopefully get him going. And what that's going to do is open up some wide open shots maybe for, Jack Shoemaker. I think we'd probably try to get Weston Hoffer some shots here off his little play at the top of the key that works very well. We can kind of get that going within our offense and not rushing it. Getting some good quality shots in the paint. I think we can do that against this team. And I think Caden Andrew could also get in there. Cam Real can get some buckets down low. So I think we'll have we're going to be a matchup problem for them, which we don't say that often.
Right.
And hopefully we can exploit that and come out and jump to an early lead.
Well, the one question I had is if Nolan plays or if he doesn't. But, boy, I tell you, just look at him right now. He looks a whole lot better.
Yeah, he does. He looks a lot better.
So how does that change anything because we've had, 4 games without him. So how does that change what the kids do on the floor now that Nolan's back?
Yeah, I mean, having your leader back is great.
Yeah.
And having your floor general especially. It's always tough to lose a point guard and a guy that controls the tempo of the game, which he does.
Right.
With him coming back, I think helps us tremendously in that, getting up the court. On the defensive side too, he wreaks a lot of havoc on the ball defense. He's one of our few guys that can do that and put the pressure on. So I think he's going to control the game. I saw his mom and dad as I was walking in, so it sounds like he's feeling a lot better. So I hope we can get him, this game.
Sounds good. And what does Wawasee need to prove tonight? If there was one thing that they could just really do that would prove something to people, what would that be?
Yeah, tonight you just got to prove that, hey, we're not having the season we want. They're fighting hard, and I will say there's one thing I love about this team. The fight that they had against Lakeland. Northridge was just a tough matchup. That's going to happen. You run into a top-quality NLC team. But tonight, let's go out and prove that we can win and that we can do this. We still have this in us, and we're preparing. I've said this all year. We're preparing for the tournament.
Yeah.
And you know what? I know there's some tough teams in our tournament, but a lot of it comes down to the draw. Can we get the right draw? Can you upset a team, which we can do? And you got to believe. You got to believe in yourself. So I think we have more to prove to ourselves tonight that they can do it. And I think Coach is hoping for the same thing, where it's like getting these guys winning helps a lot and helps with your confidence. And I don't care who it's against. You got to come out and prove it. So hopefully tonight they can do that, get a little more confidence, and that we have some winnable games here down the stretch. And let's see what we can do.
And I think Bethany and Lakeland really made a big deal for our emotional.
Yep.
But I don't think we've ever had a game that we were ahead from buzzer to buzzer. Maybe tonight that would be something that we can work on.
Yes. Yeah. Tonight would be great to kind of just take charge, really work on, executing what you've been working on in practice. Right. And I think, especially at the Lakeland game, I didn't get an opportunity, didn't really feel that great against Northridge watching that.
Right.
But I thought we moved the ball extremely well against Lakeland. Now, Northridge probably posed some different obstacles for us, but, our offense is getting more fluid, and we're starting to move the ball. So that's going to be key for us. We're not the best shooting team. We're streaky, I would say, at best. So for us to be able to score inside and getting Nolan, I keep going back to that. He's kind of our leader in that. So that's what I'm looking for tonight.
Okay, all right.
Guys, before we go to break here, I do want to say, how can't you be fired up when Batman is running you out holding the flag?
I saw that. Yeah. Hey,
how can't you be fired up here? I mean,
I was listening to Scott. I didn't even see that.
Coach and I were dialed in here, Zach. We just missed it.
All right. Well, we'll be right back to announce the starting lineups and keys for tonight's game here on 93.7 FM The Mix, CPG-TV, and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Goshen Home Medical, offering CPAPs, respiratory supplies, and a full line of medical equipment with delivery for over 40 years. Goshen Home Medical at 1501 South Main Street in Goshen, 574-533-0626, and online at GoshenHomeMedical.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Brookpoint Resort in Syracuse, offering a family escape getaway featuring a family suite which sleeps up to 7 people, indoor heated saltwater pool, outdoor family cove activities, board games, pizza and pop for the first night. Brookpoint Resort, just west of Burger King on Bowser Road in Syracuse, 574-457-4466, and online at brookpointresort.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Scott Gingrich with the Gingrich Group in Milford. We are a full-service realty company, including property management services in Kosciuszko and surrounding counties. Our goal is to be a trusted advisor for you before, during, and after your transaction. Scott Gingrich with the Gingrich Group, here to help make your home dreams happen. Located downtown Milford at 120 South Main Street or online at thegingrichgroup.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Chubby's Pub and Grub in Syracuse, offering a full menu including daily lunch and dinner specials with a family room. Chubby's Pub and Grub at 1201 South Huntington Street in Syracuse, 574-457-3855.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Dynamic Spine and Rehab Center, 106 East Pickwick Drive in Syracuse, offering chiropractic, personal training, and rehab services that will get you back into the game. Dynamic Spine and Rehab Center, east of Dairy Queen in Syracuse. 574-457-7472 and online at dynamicspinesyracuse.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix, CPG-TV, and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Welcome back to the Hardwood TP as we get closer to the start of the game. We will take a quick pause here for the national anthem.
Before we introduce the teams, please stand and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, Coach, what are the keys tonight?
Well, for Elkhart Christian, he wants to really execute his man defense well tonight. He also wants to get the ball inside, which I think will be interesting to see what Wawasee does with that. And obviously, his big one is he wants to win. There we go.
It's always a good one.
It is. For Wawasee, play strong, rebound, and don't let them score in the paint. So we're going to see. I don't think Cam is dressed tonight, but Kate is. So we'll see how we play this on the inside today.
And now for the starters. First for Elkhart Christian, let me start number 3, Louis Eob. Number 5, Reed Huber. Number 11, Kean Hibbard. Number 12, Ace Haviland. And number 22, Hayden Hensler. And now for your Wawasee Warriors. They'll be starting number 14, Nolan Holsworth. Number 20, Weston Hoffert. Number 24, Kane Dukes. Number 30, Braden Miller. And number 44, Caden Andrew. Guys, we are getting literally close to tip. I mean, right after they announce these lineups, it's game time. We have the coach's keys. What do you guys think some keys are?
Well, I just think Coach kind of hit on it. I think Wawasee, I said it earlier, they got to control the tempo tonight. We got to be really good with our shot selection, not just settle for the three. And I think we're going to be okay. We're going to be able to get to the hoop. Hopefully Nolan can put that on display here in the first quarter and get us off to a good start.
I just have a sneaky suspicion that our defense, especially the defense from our guards, is really going to generate offense at the beginning, get that going, and then see what we can do in a half-court situation, maybe a little bit better than we have in the past, because I think if you have a team you can win, maybe you can execute, really work on those things, work on the screens, work on the cuts to see what's going to work tonight.
All right, well, they're finishing up announcing the starting lineups as we are getting close to game time.
So who's ahead, Michigan or Purdue?
Well, Purdue's up 37-28.
You're cooked. That's all I can tell you.
Not a good time right now.
All right.
All right, well, here we go. It will be number 22, Hayden Hensler, and number 44, Caden Andrew, jumping off the ball. Guys, I think this is the first time where I feel like Caden Andrew might have an advantage.
Yeah,
jumping
I
the
think
ball.
he should.
We've had all these tall guys this year. It's been really hard for him to win a tip. This could be the one.
Yeah, here we go.
As we await the tip-off. We are underway from the Hardwood Teepee, and Wawasee won't win the tip. Elkhart Christian will come down with it. It'll be Eob bringing up the ball for the Eagles. Eob up top. Will set up the play. He'll pass it over to Hibbard. Hibbard now passes it to Huber. Huber up top to Haviland. And now back to Hibbard. Up top to Eob. Eob driving in, gets caught, kicks it out. There's a 3 up and down. Huber will get the scoring started. Elkhart Christian Academy 3, Wawasee nothing.
Pretty good ball movement.
Yep, that was a good dribble kick, and he was ready to shoot, knocked it down.
Hoffert bringing up the ball, passes it back to Dukes. Dukes up top. Hitting trap, passes it back to Hoffert. Hoffert, look around, back to Dukes. Dukes on the right wing, passes it to Hoffert. Now around the Miller on the left wing. Back to Dukes on the right wing. Dukes driving in, goes up, shot up and off. Rebound, Andrew. Andrew puts it back up. It's off the mark. Rebound goes to Elkhart Christian. Here they come the other way. Eob flying. Now driving. Gets fouled by Dukes. As Dukes went there, he bumped him and
that was a quick little move there, and he handles that ball pretty well here from the early signs here in the beginning.
You see that press is way above the volleyball line. I think our weak side can come down to the ball side post. We can have something there.
Elkhart Christian inbounds it. It's in the hands of Haviland. Haviland look around and hand it off to Eob. And Eob will set up the offense. Eob up top, being guarded by Holzort, passes to Haviland. Haviland on the right wing, up top. That's Huber. Huber looking around, passing in the corner. There's a 3 up and down from Hibbard. Elkhart Christian knocking it down from 3 early on. It's Elkhart Christian Academy 6, Wawasee nothing with 6:30 remaining in the first quarter.
Tell you, this is a good defense here by Elkhart Christian. They're trapping and going into this high pressure zone.
Dukes down low, layup up, blocked. Rebound goes to Elkhart Christian, and they'll push it the other way. It's passed up the court to Hensler. Hensler going to go all the way. Charge is called, and it will be Wawasee ball.
There you go. Good job by Weston.
Yep. He got his position. He held it there nicely, took the charge, so we're going to go back our way. But, quick lead there by Elkhart Christian with 2 big threes.
They sure did. They sure didn't look like that shooting warming up, but hey, warm up doesn't matter, does it?
I'll be curious if they can sustain this type of intensity on defense. But I mean, I got to be honest. I like what they're doing. They're putting pressure.
It is, but their press is so stinking high.
Yes.
You saw Dukes come down here. If he could come right across, that's wide open down there.
Dukes will pass off to Hofford to bring up the ball. Now getting caught, and Dukes
skip
now
pass to Braden.
To Holsworth now. Holsworth on the right wing. Back to Dukes. Dukes to Hoffert. Hoffert looking around, getting caught. Back to Dukes. Dukes now driving, gets caught, passes it back to Hoffert. Back to Dukes. Dukes now to Holsworth. Holsworth driving in, throws it out to Hoffert. Loose pass. Hoffert corrals it. Timeout. Wawasee. That will be a 30-second timeout.
I'll tell you what here. Coach Lou does not want to take timeouts. He typically does not take them this early, but he has to in this because this is definitely something they have not prepared for. And I will say that Elkhart Christian coach has done a phenomenal game plan with watching us. And I'm going to tell you what he did. And I don't think it's rocket science. He's looking at our inside game, knows it's not very strong.
Right.
So he's basically tempting us to go ahead, throw it to the middle. Let's see what you can do.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and trap you in every corner. And they have a quick point guard here, so they're just trapping on each one, and we are wide open in the middle. But we've proven over the course of this year that we can't do much with that. So right now, we're kind of dead in the water unless we can get that ball here, and you have to spread the court against us. So Coach is probably taking a timeout, talking to them, hey, guys, we have to spread the court, take your time, fake high, bounce pass slow, elementary stuff, get the ball to the middle. That's the only way you're going to break this and get them out of it.
All right, we'll see what happens. Here we go.
Wawasee will inbound the ball, be Hoffert inbounding it, and he'll throw it back to Holsworth. Holsworth now will pass it off to Dukes to bring up the ball. Dukes back to Hoffert. Now to Holsworth. Holsworth throws it cross court to Dukes up top. Now to Hoffert up top. Hoffert thought about it, pulls back down, kicks it. Holsworth 3, won't go. Rebound loose and out of bounds. I believe it will be Wawasee basketball. It will.
Yep, good hustle there by Braden Miller, keeping that alive. That was a good look there by Nolan, just didn't go down.
Sure it is.
Miller looking to inbound it.
The ref's having a little talk here with little shoving going on here by
Well,
Peyton
the
Andrew
referees
and number 12.
just need to give him the ball and quit talking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Quit barking. That's ridiculous. I mean, he's not the coach. He doesn't tell the kid how to play.
Nope,
he just makes calls. That's all you're going to do, bud.
And now Wawasee out at Miller looking around into Holsworth. Holsworth thought about pulling a three, pulls it back down, now passes it to Hoffert, and Hoffert will dribble up top to the logo. Hoffert now up top, kicks it to Dukes. Dukes will pull the three. That one's off the mark, rebound loose. Goes to Haviland of Elkhart Christian Academy, and here they come the other way. Eob with the ball. Eob on the right wing now passes it up top to Hibbard. Hibbard back to Eob. Eob will dribble it up top, now being guarded by Miller. Down low to Haviland. Haviland goes up.
Man, good
layup
move.
up. Layup good.
Strong kid.
Elkhart Christian Academy takes an 8-0 lead on Wawasee with 4:43 remaining in the first.
Nice, powerful move there by
Sure
number 12. He took it right in there to him.
Now Dukes brought the ball up, passes up to Hoffer. Now down low to Andrew. Foul is called on Hibbard.
I can tell you the Elkhart Christian coach is fine with that foul. We were trying to get the ball there in the middle, and they're flying around in there.
Yep.
Miller will inbound the ball for Wawasee.
Yeah, you'll notice they're playing about 7-8 guys, so you have to, when you're playing that strong of a defense, you're going to have guys coming in. But as of now, I'd say it's working pretty well for him.
Yep.
Miller looking to inbound it, and he will throw it all the way up top to Dukes. Dukes on the Wawasee logo. Now dribbles it over to the right wing.
That's
now
a 2-3
up top to Hoffert. Hoffert now to Dukes. Dukes to Miller down low. Miller driving, goes up reverse layup, and Wawasee will get their first points of the night.
There you go.
Off
Nice
that layup
nice
from Miller.
reverse there by Braden.
Yep.
Eob up top with the ball.
Break the seal for Wawasee scoring there.
Eob looking to drive now, backs it out to the right wing. Eob driving in, kicks it out. That's in the hands of Vita. Three up there from Huber. It's off. Rebound Eob. He'll put it back up. Layup off again. Rebound goes to Andrew, and here comes Wawasee the other way. Dukes flying up the court. Slows it down. Now pass off to Hoffert. Hoffert on the right wing. Throws it across the court to Miller. Miller in the corner. Three up. That one off the mark. Rebound goes to Haviland, and here comes the Eagles the other way. Eob with the ball. Now passes up top to Haviland. Back to Eob. Eob up top being guarded by Dukes. Now dribbles around. Passes it off to Huber. Now up to Vita. Vita back to Eob. Eob up by the volleyball line, looking around. Now passes it off to Huber. Huber on the left wing, up top to Haviland.
Coach, you notice anything different on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, you got. I thought maybe not. I thought Andrew was up top, but
Eob now throws it down low. Ball gets poked away there by Andrew.
Well, I'm just saying the effort.
The effort.
Holsworth now
the
driving
intensity
the other way.
on their side compared to our side.
Holsworth gets it poked away, recovers it, now puts up the layup, fouled. He'll go to
I don't
the
know.
line.
It just seems like they stunned us a little bit.
Yeah,
they
they
made
did.
those two quick threes, and it's like, oh no, they're thinking, no, we're going to lose this game. They just got to play. Don't worry about it. Just play.
Yeah, I mean, there's no big deal on there. They're not great shooters, Elkhart Christian. They made a couple, so whatever. And, keep playing your game and attacking, and we're just fine.
Run your offense. Do what you normally do.
Holsworth at the line for two. Puts up the first one, and that one's off the mark.
Checking in for the Eagles, number 11.
Oh,
Hibbard.
he did, yes.
For the Warriors, number 42.
So Cam is in, okay.
Cam is in, yeah.
I know he had a little bit of a knee issue, hyperextended, I believe, but looks like hopefully he's doing all right.
Yeah, see what we got here.
We can definitely use him tonight.
Yep.
Second one up, and it's off the mark. Rebound Miller, though. Miller will put it back up, and that
There we go, Cam.
Off the mark. Rebound Cam. Kicks it out to Miller. Miller in the corner looking around, up top to Dukes, now to Hoffer.
Great job by Cam. He came in the first 5 seconds, gets an offensive rebound, and keeps the possession alive. That's big for Wawasee.
That's good.
Dukes now with the ball. On the right wing, throws it to Holsworth down low. Holsworth being guarded heavy. Now has to kick it out to Hoffer. Hoffer thought about it. Now up top to Dukes. Dukes to Miller. Miller now will drive in, goes up, layup up, won't go. Rebound, put back up, and good. Elkhart Christian Academy 8, Wawasee 4 with 2:15 remaining in the first quarter.
This is almost like a Braden Miller game. This is that blue collar, sticky in the face, and let's do it.
Yep, this is kind of a workhorse game, and he'll be out 40, always is.
Eob was dribbling it up the court, and Miller, as we were talking about him, goes down and pokes it out of his hands. It's out of bounds, but it will be Elkhart Christian Academy ball.
That was a real good possession there by Wawasee. A couple offensive rebounds, keeping it alive, get a bucket here, cut that lead to 4.
Eob now bringing up the ball, passes it off to Hibbard. Back to Eob, now back to Hibbard. Back to Eob. Elkhart Christian Academy just passing it back and forth here. Hibbard up top, back to Eob.
They really want to control the tempo.
Corner down low. That is Annan. Kick out to Eob for 3, and that is money. Coach, have they missed tonight from 3?
They missed 1. 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4. So Elkhart Christian Academy lighting it up from 3. It's 11-4.
Okay, they're going to call a little ticky-tack foul there.
Yep.
Yeah, this is exactly how we did not want the first quarter to go, but sure we're down 11-4. They've hit 3 big threes, so.
Well, all those threes were uncontested.
Excuse me.
I don't know. I was thinking about playing man the whole time, but I don't know. Defensively, we're not as good as I thought we'd be against this team. This team is better. This team isn't bad.
I know. I'm kind of questioning how they're playing. I don't know if they just came up with this defense.
It could be
for tonight or what.
This could be.
Coach might add this to the arsenal if he did.
Yeah.
Now Dukes.
They drop back in a 2-3 zone, but they really cloud the middle.
Now up top to Hoffert. Hoffert
look at that, 4 guys on one side of the floor.
But they move real well together. Look at that.
They do.
It looks like they're on a yo-yo here. They're all going in unison. It's very impressive defense.
Hoffert now will pull a deep 3. That one's off the mark.
Too far
Rebound goes to Annan. Now to Hibbard. Elkhart Christian Academy flying up the court. Hibbard kicks it out. That's in the hands of Elkins. Now back to Hibbard.
Yeah, if I'm Elkhart Christian, I may look at just holding for the last shot here. This guy's a little out of control.
Elkins now on the left wing with the ball. Passes it to Annan. Annan up top, looking around. He'll kick it out. That's in the hands of Hensler. Hensler passes it to Hibbard. Hibbard on the right wing now, drives in.
Good job by Cam.
Jumps up.
Just can't foul. That was a good step out, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was real good. He actually had that, and then it unfortunately went back in Elkhart Christian's hands. But good defense there. He does commit the foul, but I'm okay with that.
Yep, that's all right.
If you're being aggressive on defense, trying to get turnovers, I'm okay.
Elkhart Christian Academy will inbound it. Goes all the way up top to Hensler. Hensler now looking around for the pass on the right wing. Kicks it to Elkins. Now to Hibbard. Hibbard driving in. Kicks it out. That's in the hands of Vita. 19 seconds remaining. Shot up and off the mark.
Yeah, that's a good foul.
Yeah, that was over the back.
Over the back. It will be Warrior ball.
That is their 5th.
Oh, wow.
So I believe that is not the foul that their coach is going to be looking for there.
No, not on that one.
Yeah, definitely not. With 17 seconds left on total opposite end of the floor, getting a foul there.
Yeah.
So that's
as poor as we played, you don't want to put us on the line.
No. We'll take it, though. We definitely needed that.
Yep.
Duke splashes home the first one.
Yeah, we're going to need Dukes to be able to penetrate into the lane there. That's how you're going to get them out of this defense, and we haven't done that yet.
Puts up the second one. That one's off the
There you
mark.
go,
Rebound,
Cam.
Real. Kicks it out to Dukes. 13 seconds. It's Hoffert up top with the ball, setting up the play now. Hoffert to Holsworth. Got 5 seconds. Now to Hoffert. 4. Dukes will pull the 3. It's off the mark. Rebound, Miller puts it up at the buzzer, but it's off the mark. So at the end of the first, the score is Elkhart Christian Academy 11, Wawasee 5. We'll be back to start the second quarter here on 93.7 FM to make CPG-TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Hi, this is Vince Beasley. Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Northern Lakes Realty. We are a full-service realty company helping you buy and sell homes, as well as assisting you in any other real estate needs. Northern Lakes Realty has a hometown realty team ready to serve you. We are located across from Pickwick Theater in Uptown Syracuse. 574-457-2880 or online at nlrealtyllc.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Wallace Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling in Syracuse. They can help the residential or commercial customer with in-floor heat systems, high-efficiency tankless water heaters, lift stations, sewer connections, septic services, and well repair. Wallace Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling in Syracuse. 574-457-9313 and online at wallacephc.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix, CPG-TV, and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Welcome back to the Hardwood TP. We're at the start of the second quarter. The score is Elkhart Christian Academy 11, Wawasee 5. It's Wawasee ball. Hallsworth on the left wing kicks it down low to Andrew. Andrew looking around, passes it down low to Miller, but that pass is poked away by Hibbard, and here comes Elkhart Christian Academy other way. Hibbard driving all the way, throws it down low to Havlin. Havlin puts it up off the mark. Rebound Miller, and here come the Warriors the other way. It'll be Holsworth bringing it up. Holsworth up top. There's a crossover. Now backs it out. He'll kick it up top to Hoffert. Hoffert backs it out, and we'll set up the play.
I'll tell you what, Coach, I'm not sure why Cam's not in there. I mean, I liked what he brought in there. He had 2 offensive rebounds.
He really worked hard in there.
Was doing great, but
Hoffert will pull a 3. That one's off the mark again.
He's one step too far.
Hibbard now with the ball. Gets it poked away by Dukes.
Good hustle there by Caden
Andrew will pull it down, pass it to Holsworth. Holsworth puts it up, layup off the mark, rebound loose, goes to Elkhart Christian Academy. Here comes Hibbard the other way. Down low to Eob. Eob puts up the layup, and it's good.
He's a sneaky little player. I mean, he's quick. He handles the ball really well. He knocked down a 3. He was a really nice finish there. Really I'm impressed with him.
Yep.
What do we got here? I don't know what they called there.
There's a tech on Nolan.
Yeah.
What did he do?
I don't know.
Substitution for the Warriors, number 12, Jack Shoemaker.
I'm not sure.
Not sure what happened.
What was it, a technical on Nolan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must have shoved a kid. I totally did not see it.
I was looking over here.
Hibbard will shoot the technical free throw, and it's good.
Either that or must have said a magic word or something to the other player.
But if you could get a worse scenario, I don't think we could find one for Wawasee right now.
No.
We're flat. Shots aren't going. We're shooting 2 for what? 2 for 12, 2 for 13 right now.
Not good.
No, we just need to get our heads in the game. Focus together as a team.
I do see a positive light for Wawasee, though. Elkhart Christian Academy didn't look really strong from the line right there.
No.
Hibbard on the right wing, pass up top to Eob. Down low to Havlin, back out to Hibbard.
Wawasee's in a 2-3 zone right now.
Hibbard in the corner. That is Hensler. Back to Hibbard. Hibbard throws it to Huber. Huber driving in, throws it cross court to Eob. Eob up top to Hibbard. Now to Huber for 3. That's off the mark. And I believe Hensler tried to throw it back in. Goes out of bounds, but it will be Elkhart Christian Academy. Balls went off. Wawasee play.
I don't see any sense of urgency here from Wawasee. It's a little disappointing, to be honest. I mean, we're standing there like our hands in our pocket there, and that ball, there's no way that should go back to him. But you got to do a better job. You got to want it. You got to have a little fight in you. That's what it comes down to.
The ideal fight. I don't think we have that right now.
Eob up top. Now to Hibbard. Back to Eob. Scores Elkhart Christian Academy 14, Wawasee 5 with 5:50 remaining in the first quarter. There's a foul call as Eob tried to drive in.
You know, when you look in the game of basketball and you look at things and swings that can happen,
right?
Elkhart Christian had to have been sick when they get their 5th foul. We go down shooting 2, and opportunity to make 2, and we got the ball to start the second quarter. That could have been a 4-point swing. And instead, we just go back in their favor, lose our composure, get a technical, put them in the line, give them the opportunity, and now you're sitting here on a 9-point deficit. You've scored 5 points in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's almost like we just got in the fetal position and just kind of hovered in on ourselves.
Yeah, Wawasee's going to have to find something here.
Yeah.
I mean,
someone's got to get a spark. Somebody's got to do something.
A lot of basketball left, but you got to dig deep and you got to find something. And I'm going to say Coach is fairly close to just saying, I'm going to put in who's going to give me the effort, and we're going to go from there.
Okay. I know Coach Hoffert's asking about the tee. We really don't know what took place.
He had to just say something
to
the other player that
Yeah,
wasn't appropriate, and that's the only
when I was
way.
looking down, I didn't see anyone.
I didn't see him
think
shove him or
anyone
anything.
around. It's Elkhart Christian Academy ball. Hibber will pass it into Haviland. Haviland now hands it off to Huber.
That's
Huber
a
to
travel.
Eob, and a travel call there on Huber. He took one too many steps before he handed that ball off. Now it is Wawasee basketball.
You know, going back to the defense that we said that Elkhart Christian is doing, they're just going to stay in that. We're
Oh,
0
absolutely.
for 5 or 6 from 3, and
absolutely,
that's exactly what they were banking on.
Dukes now will get the ball across the line for Wawasee. Looks to pass it back to Hoffert, but a kick ball there called.
You know, one thing Andrew
On
can
Huber.
do, I mean, he's standing there in the middle, but he needs to, like, make it a post up. Find the defense, post up. Now he knows where people are, and they can get him the ball. He doesn't have to worry about someone stealing the pass.
Right.
We'll see.
Hoffert will inbound his Shoemaker back to Hoffert. It'll be Hoffert bringing up the ball for Wawasee. Passes it back to Dukes. Dukes to Miller. Miller on the left wing.
I don't know if I've ever
Passes it up
seen
top
the
to Hoffert.
never seen the opposing team have chance like a softball team over here.
Yeah.
Miller looking around, kicks it down low to Shoemaker. Shoemaker will put up a little layup. It's up, it's good.
There you go, Jack.
Elkhart Christian Academy 14, Wawasee 7 with 5:10 remaining in the second quarter.
Good assist by Miller.
Eob with the ball. Eob by the volleyball line passes it over to Hibbard. 5 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Elkhart Christian Academy 14, Wawasee 7.
See if you can make a little run here. That was a nice bucket there by Jack, and if Wawasee can come back and kind of dig into this lead a little bit. And
It's down low to Haviland, kicked out to Hibbard. Now up top is Eob. Eob passes it back to Hibbard. Hibbard looking to drive. Now we'll back it out. Hibbard passes it back up top to Eob. Back to Eob. Now to Hibbard. Hibbard on the left wing. Back to Eob. Eob looking around. Kicks it back up top to Hibbard. Hibbard looking to drive in. Throws it back up top
Yeah,
to
they can
Eob.
take all
Down
the
low to
time in the
Haviland.
world.
Now Eob gets the ball back on the right wing.
yeah, they're going to be very content. They're fine
Absolutely.
with. They don't really care to score right now. They're
Nope,
up
don't
7.
have
and
to. Make us foul him.
Eob now up top. Back to Hibbard.
You know, I'd like to see some on-the-ball pressure here.
Yeah, a
I-
little bit more, yeah.
You know, number 11 here is not the best ball handler.
Yeah, we're just kind of stepping off, and of course we're in that zone, but
Now it's in the corner. Pass back around. Hibbard up top.
This is where I wish they could change shot clock in high school basketball.
oh, that's a travel.
Vita now driving in, kicks it out to Huber. Huber on the right wing, thought about it, kicks it down low to Haviland, but Shoemaker comes up with a steal for Wawasee.
Yeah, big
Here
steal
comes
there.
Miller. Miller up top. Kicks it to Dukes. Dukes on the left wing. Getting caught up, throws it to Hoffert. Hoffert passes it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker back to
Oh,
Hoffert.
he was open. He got to hit
Now up
it.
top
There
to
you
Miller.
go.
Down low
Turn
to
and look.
Andrew.
There.
Kicks it to Dukes. Dukes on the left wing now will drive in, goes up, layup up, off the mark,
That was
rebounds, getting fought for. Hibbard will come up with it. Hibbard flying up the court, throws it to Huber. Huber in the corner, out to Eob. Hibbard back with the ball up top, back to Eob. Eob will pull a three. That is off the mark.
I don't think their coach liked that one. That was a pretty quick shot.
Yeah, it sure was. This was I'm not sure if that was a good no call down here against Kane or not.
Yeah, there was a little contact, but refs let that one go.
Yeah, well, hope.
We're going to bring Cam back in here. I want to see Cam.
See what we can
I
get.
want to see Cam get one,
Yeah.
square up, and make a move.
How tall is this number 12 for them?
I don't know.
We don't have the height.
I'm going to say
I
he's
don't
probably
know.
6'1".
Elkhart Christian Academy comes away with a steal from Wawasee, and Huber will put it through. That's a 9-point lead now for Elkhart Christian Academy. They're up 16-7 on Wawasee with 2:35 remaining in the second quarter. Now it's up top to Dukes. Dukes will pass it in the corner. Shoemaker will pull a three. That's off the mark. Rebound goes to Huber. Eob will throw it to Haviland. Haviland driving in. Goes up for a layup. It's off the mark. Looked like it was blocked there. Dukes comes back with it the other way. Miller drives in, puts up the layup, foul, and one.
I'll tell you, that was actually a really good take by Braden. He used really good body control by
Absolutely.
Braden, and that was just actually poor defense there by Elkhart Christian. He kind of olayed him, gave him an easy lane and one. So that was a big bucket there for Wawasee.
Sure was. That was good. We can't just keep trading them now. We got to get something going here.
Miller at the line for one. He'll put it up. Off the mark. Rebound goes to Eob. Eob passes it up top to Huber. Now to Hibbard. Hibbard up top of the ball. Passes it to Huber. Now to Eob. Eob on the right wing. Drive it in. Puts up the shot. That's up. That is off the mark. Rebound goes to Holsworth. And here comes Wawasee the other way with the ball. Holsworth up top. He'll pass it to Miller. Miller to Hoffert. Hoffert three. Won't go. And they call a foul down low, I believe, on Dukes.
Yep. Weston got away with the travel there before that, but
His second, team third.
didn't matter. What's that put us at, Coach, from 3?
We're
0 for
1, 2, 3, 5. 0 for
Warriors,
8.
Number 12, Jack Shoemaker.
Okay.
And for the Eagles, number 22, Hayden
Yep.
Kessler.
Might as well keep shooting them, huh?
Hey. Well, you know, I think they think that's all they got. But if we would do what Braden did, get the ball inside, take it to them.
That's work for us.
It's going to work.
Haber will bring the ball up, pass it to Huber, and a foul is called.
Wawasee's, you can just tell right now, our attitudes are terrible.
Yeah.
I don't like seeing it, talking back to the refs, complaining about every call, rather than just going out there and making plays.
Yeah,
and
just play.
Don't worry about what they're doing.
Almost like we have something else on our minds right now.
Not sure if Weston's puking over there or what. See that?
Yeah, he looks like he does.
Huh.
Interesting. Well, in the interview, we said he had several guys that were sick this weekend. So
Yeah, up top of the ball, throws it out of bounds.
Elkhart Christian already has 7 turnovers just in the first half. Wawasee only has 2. But we can't convert.
Miller looking to inbound the ball. Throws it into Holsworth, and Holsworth will bring it up. Holsworth passes it to Dukes. Dukes looking around, looks to throw it back up top to Holsworth, but a steal, and Eob goes the other way, puts up the layup, it's up, it's good.
I'll tell you, that was a phenomenal basketball play by Elkhart Christian. He knew he had a wide open lane. He just tossed it before his guy was there, and they went and got it.
Throws it down low. Miller will put up the layup and put it through. Elkhart Christian Academy 18, Wawasee 11 with 50 seconds remaining in this first half. It's round to Eob. Eob on the right wing throws it up top to Hibbert, and a foul is called there on Holsworth.
That's 5 on Wawasee. Going to put them to the line with 46.5.
Team third.
Looks like we're going to have Mason Worrell coming into the game here.
Yep.
I like it. Bring in some athleticism. He's a hard-working kid. He's doing well on JV. Now it's time to prove it out here.
There you go. That's right.
I wonder with Wawasee, Hibbert puts that first one through. I wonder if they weren't expecting Elkhart Christian Academy to come out here with the aggressiveness that they have, and
That's kind of what we go back to. You know, I mean, you can never lay down on any opponent. You got to go out and take care of business, and you know, this can happen.
Hibbert, second one, drops through. Elkhart Christian Academy 20, Wawasee 11 with 46.5 remaining in this first half. It'll be Dukes bringing up the ball for the Warriors. Dukes throws it to Shoemaker, now to Miller. Miller on the right wing, dribbles up top, drives in, kicks it out to Dukes. Dukes throws it to Shoemaker, back to Dukes. Dukes up top, getting double teamed, throws it to Shoemaker, now in the corner to Miller. Miller puts up a layup, it's up, it's off the mark, rebound, Andrew goes up, foul.
The one bright spot we have right now is Braden. He's taking the ball to the bucket.
Yep, he is. He's getting in there, and might as well just keep giving it to him.
Keep letting him do it. Absolutely.
Andrew at the line, shooting 2.
Andrew at the line for 2.
Nolan can't be 100%. He just does not.
He doesn't look good.
Yeah, I mean, he's taken one shot. It was a forced 3, and just not able to get to the rack. And
yeah, missed his foul shots.
Andrew misses the first one.
Eagle substitution, number 0, Justin Ann.
What's that put us at the line there, Coach?
We are 1 for 7.
Oh, man. Ooh.
Andrew puts up the second one. That's off the mark as well. And it'll be Eob flying up the court with 20 seconds. Elkhart Christian Academy 20, Wawasee 11. 15 seconds now remain to Hibbard. 12. 8 seconds now. Hibbard will now start motioning. And he's driving in. He'll put up a layup. That's off the mark, and they call a foul on Miller.
Okay.
That's something else, isn't it?
2.9 left. 9-point lead for Elkhart Christian. Chance to take it to double digits before halftime.
That's what they want. That's for sure.
Trying to search for a couple positives. I really am. I'm struggling here, Coach. I will say a couple things I've seen done well, are Braden Miller taking it to the hoop.
And
Cam Reel's playing a great basketball game so far.
Yeah.
You're going to have to make an adjustment at halftime and hopefully get him. Somebody's going to have to get the ball into the middle and go to the hoop. That's the only way you're going to beat this team.
Dukes at the buzzer. It won't go. So at the half, it's Elkhart Christian Academy 22, Wawasee 11. We'll be back to start the second half here at 93 points. Well, we'll be back to break down the first half first here on 93.7 FM, the Mix, CPG-TV, and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Quality Engineered Services in Syracuse. Manufacturing dash assemblies and wiring harnesses, primarily supporting OEM boat manufacturers and other products including marine, bus, automotive, and more since 2017. Quality Engineered Services at 1101 North Indiana Avenue in Syracuse. 574-457-3988 and online at theqes.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Appleseed Eye Care in Syracuse, offering eye care from local optometrists, which include routine vision care, diagnosis and treatment of eye diseases, and emergency eye care. They offer both budget-friendly glasses and designer eyewear with advanced lens technology and contact lenses. Appleseed Eye Care at 612 South Huntington Street in Syracuse, 574-457-4476, and online at appleseedeyecare.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by the Wawasee Alumni Association. On Saturday, March 29th, the annual Green and Gold Gala fundraiser will take place at Oakwood Resort in Syracuse at 5:30 p.m. Live and silent auction items will be available to bid on. All proceeds will support Wawasee High School students with paid entry to all school-related events, free Letterman jackets for qualifying students, and financial assistance for sport and club team building activities. Sponsorship opportunities are available. Go to 1cau.se/Green Gold Gala to purchase tickets or get more information.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Brian Wheatrick with Hahn Auctioneers in Napanee, offering real estate auctions, personal property auctions, and appraisal for over 30 years. Brian Wheatrick with Hahn Auctioneers at 1203 East Market Street in Napanee, serving northern Indiana and southern Michigan. 574-268-4940 and online at HahnRealtyandAuction.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Northern Lakes Insurance in Syracuse, offering a wide variety of consumer and business insurance with group health plans. Northern Lakes Insurance behind McDonald's at 201 East Palm Drive in Syracuse, 574-457-5931, and online at northernlakesinsurance.com.
Here is a public service announcement from 93.7 FM The Mix.
High school sports are a true team sport and not just for the starting lineup. I'm Claire Hack from Jennings County High School.
And I'm Grayson Mealy from Westell High School. That's because every person involved in high school sports is essential.
Each student athlete contributes something unique to the team.
Coaches guide and mentor their athletes on and off the field.
Officials protect the integrity of the sports they love.
Fans unite and cheer for their team as one.
Without any one of them, high school sports simply aren't the same. That's what makes them a true team sport.
It takes everyone coming together to achieve the ultimate purpose, preparing student athletes like us for life.
Whatever role you play, thank you for being on our team.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Thank you for being a champion of high school sports by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is rallying around our student athletes. This is being a good teammate. This is your IHSAA.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix, CPG-TV, and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Welcome back to the Hardwood TP. We are at the half. The score is Elkhart Christian Academy 22, Wawasee 11. Guys, I think the word we can use here is
gross.
Stunned, gross.
Yeah.
Just not a great first half for Wawasee. You know, they look very frustrated out there, but also not in the game. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, we look very flat. Well, we are. We're flat. I get there's some sickness, and it's kind of that time of the year, but holy moly. When I see the other team outworking us, that's when I have a big problem.
They're out.
You're going to have games that you get somebody shoots the ball better than you and, plays a better game. But you should never get out hustled. We say that all the time, and that's what's happening. I mean, they're beating us down the court. They're making the 50-50 plays. They're getting the loose balls. They have the aggression on defense. They're doing exactly what I wanted to do to them.
Right.
Apply the pressure, cause turnovers.
Right. We thought we would do that as we came out today.
Yeah,
right.
and
the only thing I have in our defense is in the interview, Coach talked about all three. We had three starters that were sick over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It's Tuesday. That could be something we're just coming out of that. We're not full strength yet.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then let's put somebody in.
Yeah, I mean, there's always got to be next man up, and at this point, I've seen enough. The guys in there are not getting it done, so I'm going to put some guys in that are going to give me the opportunity, the best chance to go win this game.
But I think the big thing, and I've never seen this team play. I haven't watched any scouting films. I don't know anything about it. Maybe I'm all wet, but they either pulled out all it is a 2-3 that's extended all the way out to the 10-second line, and either that's something brand new that we haven't seen and weren't ready for it, or we just didn't scout it very well. We don't know what to do because you can't. I mean, we start attacking it from the side and then throw the ball to the middle. We should attack it to the middle and then attack a person. When that person comes up, then our wing pass is wide open, and then our pass to the middle will be wide open because they've got to cover that. So I'm not sure.
You drew it up. I wish I could show that diagram, Coach. You showed it perfectly, but it's almost like a mousetrap, right? And we were dribbling right into the mousetrap.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's
absolutely.
no, don't go there. Go over here. And if we can, you have to spread the court. I mean, this is a good opportunity for Wawasee to get that ball and go sideline break.
Right.
That's what I used to call it.
Oh, yeah.
And when we played, and you have teams that want to do this, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to inbounds the ball here. I'm getting it. First pass is directly up on the right side or left side of the court, okay?
Yep.
I got my big flying down the other side, and that is going to be wide open because if not, if they're not going to watch him, it's going to be wide open behind there, and you just skip that ball across the court, and it's wide open. You do that a couple times, they have to get out of it, but they're going to stay in it because we haven't made them
done
do any different.
And Coach is probably drawing something up to do something like that. But you're right. After you make that first pass, the defense adjusts, and that skip is wide open on the backside. That's why I think we should probably keep somebody underneath as all this stuff goes outside, because as soon as you beat that front line, they have nobody to guard underneath.
Yeah, I would almost take right now. I would take Braden Miller. He would be my center.
You can put him
the rest of the game. I'm going to put him right here. I'm going to be.
You're exactly right. I would put him exactly because he gets the ball. He's a ball handler. He can navigate.
I'm going to be able to look, man. It's your game.
That's right.
We're gonna hop on your back, bud, and you're gonna get the ball here, and you're gonna make a dang move, and you're gonna go into the hoop, and you're gonna get fouled, or you're gonna make a layup.
I like that.
He's one guy that can face up and take it because right now, obviously, Caden Andrew hasn't shown that.
Well,
he's getting it.
He's too high up,
but he's getting it and turning, not even looking to score. They don't even have to guard that.
Exactly. He just turns and throws it.
So at that point, I'm going to put Braden in there, and I'm going to play all guards, and I'm going to put my strongest guy in there. And if he can't do it, then I'm going to put Kane Dukes in there. If he can't do it, then we got some issues.
All right, sounds good. We got it all solved, all right?
We think. We think we do.
We'll be back at the start of the second half here on 93.7 FM Mix, CPG-TV, and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is powered by Sox Marina, servicing all the area lakes for over 60 years. offering Viaggio pontoons and smoker craft fishing boats, all powered by Mercury and Tohatsu outboards. Sox Marina on Webster Lake or online at soxmarina.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Jeremy Dorr at Remax Partners in Syracuse, offering a full complement of real estate services specializing in working with buyers and sellers of residential properties. Jeremy Dorr at Remax Partners, 300 South Huntington Street in Syracuse, 574-518-0492, and online at jeremydorr.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by South Shore Social at 10601 North State Road 13, Syracuse, offering an entertainment and dining experience featuring golf and multi-sport simulators, darts, shuffleboard, elevated cuisine, and handcrafted cocktails, including a martini and bourbon lounge. South Shore Social, just north of Wawasee Middle School, 574-337-3131, and online at southshoresocial.net.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Goshen Home Medical, offering CPAPs, respiratory supplies, and a full line of medical equipment with delivery for over 40 years. Goshen Home Medical at 1501 South Main Street in Goshen, 574-533-0626, and online at goshenhomemedical.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix, CPG-TV, and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Welcome back to the Hardwood TP as we get ready for the start of the second half. The score is Elkhart Christian Academy 22, Wawasee 11.
All right, boys. Wawasee's got to come out with a little more fight. We got to have hopefully had a little pep talk there at halftime, and you got to show me something here.
Let's see what happens. Here we go.
Eob will bring up the ball for the Eagles. Now pass it off to Hibbard. Hibbard on the right wing will pass it back to Eob. Eob throws it now to Hibbard. Hibbard on the right wing. Now dribbles it to Eob. Eob thought about pulling a three, pulls it back down, now kicks it. And they look for a pass down low there. Hensler looked for it, tried to pass it, and Wawasee was just right in the way.
Hey, just tried, Telegraph tried it too hard to get it in one spot.
All right, let's see what kind of adjustment we make here. Like to get a stop and a quick score on our end.
Eob will inbound it, and Holsworth will steal it away. Holsworth driving the other way, goes up for a layup, foul, and
there's one of them. There's
all right,
one
good.
of them.
And Holsworth will go to the line for an and one opportunity.
Good steal there by Nolan. Went down, good body control, made that layup. So maybe that's a little kickstart here for Wawasee. I would have everybody on a very tight leash here, meaning if you don't get the job done, you're coming out, and there's going to be somebody coming in that's going to do it. But Nolan's, what a great start there.
Sure was.
There we go, knocks down the free throw.
And here comes Eob the other way for Elkhart Christian Academy. Wawasee down 8 now. It's Elkhart Christian Academy 22, Wawasee 14 with 7:20 remaining in the third quarter. Eob up top. We'll pass it off to Havlin. Havlin will now dribble up top and pass it off to Huber. Huber now driving in, look to kick it out to Eob, but Dukes is right there to deflect it away. Ball goes out of bounds.
Another turnover.
It will be Wawasee basketball.
Dribbled it right off his foot.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their coach is complaining about. He literally dribbled off his foot 4 times and went out of bounds. So.
Well, like anybody else, if you're 6 and 12, you want as much as you can get, right?
Yeah.
You have a chance to win this game. You don't want to give it up. Now it's a 1-2-2.
Dukes now dribbling up the court, passes it to Andrew, now to Holsworth up top. Holsworth almost lost it, does corral it, now backs it out and passes off to Miller. Miller throws it to Dukes up top. Dukes 3, won't go. Rebound Miller. Miller looking to go back up. We'll have to kick it back out to Dukes. Dukes will pull it again and drop that one through.
That's what offensive rebounds do for you.
Elkhart Christian Academy 22, Wawasee 17 with 6:27 remaining in the third quarter. It's passed up top to Eob. Eob will pass it to Hibbard. Hibbard on the right wing. Now we'll dribble up top and pass it back to Eob. Eob looking around, kicks it down low. That's in the hands of Hensler. Kicked out. And Huber will answer right back. with
Man.
a three
That
of
was a
his
good shot.
own.
I know he's made a couple, Coach, but that is one of the ugliest shots I've ever seen.
A little bit like Reggie Miller.
Hey, easy. Reggie was the man.
Dukes getting caught there on the right wing. Will pass it back up top to Holsworth. Holsworth looking around. Miller now to Dukes. Dukes on the right wing pulls it again. That one off the mark. Rebound loose. Goes to Andrew down low. He'll throw it back up. That's off the mark. Rebound Haviland, and here they come the other way. Eob to Huber. Huber up top. Kicks it back to Eob. Eob throws it to Hibbard. Now back to Eob. Eob.
Got to put some pressure on the ball, guys.
To Huber. Now to Haviland. Haviland down low. That's Hensler. He'll go up for a layup. That's up. That's good. Elkhart Christian Academy takes a 10-point lead. It's 27-17 with 5:10 remaining in the third quarter. Miller now on the left wing. Kicks it to Holsworth. Holsworth.
You know, Wawasee cut that quickly to 5, and now that's ballooned right back up to 10.
Sure is.
You know, that's what Elkhart Christian did a great job of knocking down a 3, and then they just exploited that mismatch down low and took advantage of the freshman.
Right. One of the things we're doing, too, on this press is we're catching the ball and holding. You catch the ball and hold against the press, you're done. You got to catch it and go.
Yep, you got to move the ball.
You got to get the ball. Otherwise, the defense is going to stay right there at you.
Holsworth with the ball now, getting trapped, looking around, gets the ball poked away, does grab it back, and then call a foul on Elkhart Christian Academy.
Again, geez.
Yeah, that was a lot of contact there, but finally got the call.
Eagle foul number 5, Hoover, his second, team second.
Yeah, the ball can move much quicker than the defense.
Absolutely.
So you just zip that ball around, and you watch these good teams. That's what they do, and that's why they create so many good opportunities for themselves.
Holsworth will now pass it to Dukes. Dukes.
See, we're trying to pass around it.
Now to Dukes.
See, that should go right now. Boom.
We have 4 guys.
Goes it to Andrew. Andrew now to Holsworth. Holsworth looking to drive in. Now has to back it back out.
See, they're making us start our offense. See, I think Cage should be more into the high post than out as high.
Yeah.
What a play by Miller. I'm not sure if he went for a self-alley-oop there, but it sure looked like it, and he'll put it up and through.
Yep, we needed it.
Elkhart Christian Academy back with the ball. That's Vita. Vita now up to Eob. Eob looking around, back to Vita. Vita on the left wing, passes it in the corner to Huber. It's off the mark. Rebound goes to Annan. Annan goes out of bounds. It'll be Wawasee basketball.
Substitution for the Eagles, number 11, Kean Hibbert.
You know, it looked like a lot of the times, too, Coach, where, like Nolan had the ball over here on the left side, and Cage just, suffocating him.
You got to get away from him.
It's like third-grade basketball. Get away from him and let us run the offense.
He's way too high.
Holsworth now, left wing, pulls a 3. That's way off the mark. Rebound, getting bounced around. Dukes comes down with it. Dukes now kicks it out to Holsworth. Holsworth.
Was that a shot or was he passing that?
I don't know, but
I'm not sure.
Didn't look real good.
Now down low to Shoemaker.
Shoemaker
goes up, and it's off the mark.
Oh,
Rebound.
My goodness.
Goes to the Eagles. Now it's thrown to Vita, but Vita goes out of bounds.
I don't know what Jack thought was on him, but
he was wide open.
He faked somebody out. Wasn't anybody on the floor, though.
Yeah, they're Elkhart Christian's getting a little sloppy here. So,
they are.
They
really are.
The game's going a little fast, but they're turning the ball over. We got to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Shoemaker back with the ball, getting trapped, throws it to Dukes. Dukes up top, looking to drive in, and Will kicks it out to Miller. Miller driving to Holsworth. Holsworth almost lost it, but corrals it back.
So that should go right back in the
wing.
middle.
Now to Dukes. Dukes driving in.
Traveled. Wow, they're going to.
And a foul is called.
They're calling 2 shots.
And he'll go to the line for 2.
Okay. All right.
Coach, you didn't like that call?
No, I like it because we're shooting, but I don't think he was shooting, but we'll take it.
I thought he was passing it there and got fouled, but.
When you look at that press, we have 2 people up. We should have one person up and the other one back. That will prevent them from trapping up top because that would make that person wide open.
Yeah.
We're too close together.
Okay, so we got a much faster third quarter here.
Yeah, we came out. We're actually in the game now. 6 points.
They scored as many points here as we did the first half, so
absolutely.
we're getting some better looks.
Vita, 3.
We're late on those.
Off the mark. Rebound, Eob. Eob goes back up, puts it up. It's off the mark. And Haviland comes down with it. Looking to go back up. Gets it poked away. Eob comes up with it. Now passes it to Hibbard. Hibbard dribbles it up top. And now we'll set up the play. Pass it off to Eob. Eob on the right wing. Kicks it down low to Haviland. Haviland looking to drive in. Andrew trying to get on him.
That's 3 seconds right there.
Yeah, he was camped out in there for sure.
Eob back with the ball. Now up top to Hibbard.
Let's go, Wawasee. You need a good defensive stand here.
Get this stop. Here we go.
To Eob. Eob looking around. He'll pass it off to Vita. Vita on the left wing now up top to Haviland. Haviland kicks it to Hibbard. And a foul is called down low.
That was an offensive foul.
Offensive foul called.
Called a hook, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, called a hook, so we'll take it.
Yep.
2:03 left here in the third, and Wawasee down 6, 27-21. So a good opportunity here to cut this lead to 4, possibly 3.
Yep.
It's one of those games you just find a way to win. Dig deep a little bit.
There you go. That's right.
Done a really good job here this third quarter.
See, Jack should go down.
Dukes now will get the ball across the line. Pass to Miller. Miller on the right wing. Up
There
top
it
to
is.
Shoemaker. Shoemaker, 3. That won't go. Rebound goes to Hibbard, and they call a foul there.
It's all right. That's our first of this half, actually.
His second, team first. Checking in for the Eagles, number 5.
They got 4 fouls already. If we take it in, we can be shooting.
Okay, we got a timeout here by Elkhart Christian. They're going to draw something up. I would not be shocked if their coach told them to slow this down. Let's. We're going to try to eat we got a 6-point. They've kind of managed a little mini storm by us, and I think he's thinking if we can hold this, which is tough in high school basketball for kids to do, but the minute 49, if they can hold it and get a last shot to potentially go back up 8, would kind of be a demoralizing there for Wawasee after a really good third quarter. So,
but they have 11 turnovers in this game so far. Wawasee's got 3. Chances are they may turn the ball over if they try to do that.
Yeah, I would like us to go into our half. I would like us to return the paper to them with a little trap, put a little pressure on them because I think they're going to cough it up. I mean, especially when Hibbard gets it, he is very weak with the ball.
Yeah.
It kind of gets going a little too fast. So I think if we can put the pressure on him when he gets it, cause a turnover here, it'd be great. Love to go in here to the fourth quarter under. We cut in this lead pretty good. I'd like to go in there, down 4.
Yep, that would be good.
Well, I'd like to go up 4, but.
Well, he may change his defense now. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully here we can get a little pressure on them.
Yes.
We'll see what. I'll be curious to see what they draw up.
Yeah.
They don't have their main point guard in, so it'd be a good time to do it.
Hibbard,
there we go.
The ball up, and here comes the pressure from Wawasee. Real almost got a steal. Throws it.
go.
Miller will get the steal. Looked like Odell on that steal.
There was a turnover.
Dukes up top, kicks it. Shoemaker, 3. Won't go.
This was a shot.
Hibbard gets the ball. Hibbard.
It was a good
now
look.
Will dribble it up.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that was exactly what Coach.
That was good.
We drew that up.
They'll come back to it again.
Yeah, I would do it again right here.
Hibbard will hand it off. It's Huber. Huber back to Hibbard. Hibbard throws it in the corner. Back to Hibbard, and he'll drive in. Goes up, tough layup, and a foul is called.
Yep.
Okay, so their coach he's okay with that. I mean, he had a good strong take and took it in going to the line.
His third, team second. Hibbard at the line, shooting 2.
Hibbard put up the first one.
Man, this is just all-around bad free throw shooting tonight, boys.
They were
5 for 6.
5 for 6 the first half. Yep. This is the only kid that shot foul shots.
Is it really?
The only one. He shot 8, 6 for 8.
And Dukes will bring up the ball. He got 50 seconds left in this third quarter, down by 7. Miller with the ball. Miller throws it to Shoemaker.
Ooh.
Shoemaker.
You see
to
Cam wide
Holsworth.
open in there.
Holsworth will drive in, go up, tough layup, foul. They'll go to the line for 2.
Good take.
Yep, good strong take there by Nolan. So Elkhart Christian hanging on to this 28-21 lead with 38.8 to go here in the third. Like to knock down a couple here. We'd still gain a point on at the charity stripe.
Holsworth puts up the first one, and it's good.
There we go. Yep, knock this down, go into that trap again, try to cause another turnover.
Holsworth, second one up.
Just
bounces in and out. 35 seconds left in the third. Hibbard flying up the court. 30 seconds. Wawasee down by 6 is 28-22. Hibbard now dribbling.
Man, this guy is just out of control.
Looking around, passes off to Vita. Vita on the left wing, kicks it up top to Huber. Huber down low to Haviland, stolen away by Miller. Miller flying up the court, goes up for a layup, off the mark. Rebound goes to Real. Real puts it back up, misses it, gets the putback, puts it up and
Good job,
through.
buddy.
5 seconds. Hibbard looking to get the final shot here. He'll drive, throw it up. It's off the mark, and that will end the third quarter. At the end of the third,
what a way to finish.
Elkhart Christian Academy 28. Wawasee 24. We'd like to start the fourth quarter here on 93.7 FM to make CPG-TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Brook Point Resort in Syracuse, offering a family escape getaway featuring a family suite which sleeps up to 7 people, indoor heated saltwater pool, outdoor family cove activities, board games, pizza and pop for the first night. Brook Point Resort, just west of Burger King on Bowser Road in Syracuse. 574-457-4466 and online at brookpointresort.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Scott Gingrich with the Gingrich Group in Milford. We are a full-service realty company, including property management services in Kosciuszko and surrounding counties. Our goal is to be a trusted advisor for you before, during, and after your transaction. Scott Gingrich with the Gingrich Group, here to help make your home dreams happen. Located downtown Milford at 120 South Main Street or online at thegingrichgroup.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix, CPG-TV, and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Welcome back to the Harwood TP. We are getting ready for the start of the fourth quarter. The score is Elkhart Christian Academy 28, Wawasee 24.
Yeah, we outscored it by 7 that quarter.
Yeah, Cam Real really has been a good spark for us here this game. He's getting some rebounds. He had a nice putback there, followed his own shot, put it in. There you go again.
Down low to Real. Real puts it up. That one won't go. Rebound goes to Annan, and here comes Elkhart Christian the other way.
It's all right.
Leo
Good take.
with the ball. Up top. Looking around. He'll hand it off to Huber. Huber now to Hibbard. Hibbard looking around. Hands it off to Huber. Huber driving. Kicks it out to Annan. Now to Hibbard.
This is a big possession for Elkhart Christian.
Yeah.
Eob looking to drive now. Kicks it out. 3 up. Won't go. Rebound. Eob. He'll put it back up. Layup good. Elkhart Christian Academy 30. Wawasee 24 with 7:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Dukes with the ball.
I'll tell you what, I like
Miller.
that kid's game. That kid plays a nice game. He's a little
really
guy, but
controlled and everything. Yeah.
Man, he's a good ball handler. Sees the court well. He gets in there. Nice offensive rebound for him. I mean, he's playing a nice game for Elkhart Christian.
Well, we got 7 minutes to make up 6 points, so let's see what happens.
Miller will inbound it. Miller looking around, kicks it to Shoemaker up top, and it's stolen away by Hibbard. Eob going the other way. Layup up, layup is good. Elkhart Christian Academy 32, Wawasee 24 with 6:50 remaining in this fourth quarter. Ball goes out of bounds. Elkhart Christian Academy basketball.
Yep, that was a good call. Just, man, that was a sloppy inbounds pass there. Just lazy with it. They took advantage and go down and scored. They take that lead back to 8.
Yep. Didn't take long.
You cut it to 4 and all that hard work, you're kind of right back to where we were.
Hibbard up top with the ball. Now to Eob. Eob dribbles up top. Gets a screen there from Annan. Now backs it out. Hibbard looking around. Gets a screen again from Annan. Now passes it. It's in the hands of Hibbard. Now to Huber. Huber kicks it out. Hibbard 3.
No way.
Won't go. Rebound down low. Foul is called, and that will send Hensler to the line for 2.
Well, we got the shot we wanted by Hibbard there. I mean,
sure did.
That was a line drive. You can tell that was off the whole way, but they get the offensive rebound again and go to the line.
2 offensive rebounds and 2 possessions. Yeah.
Hensler misses the first. Andrew will check back in for Wawasee.
I thought Cam was giving us some pretty good minutes there.
Hensler.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him
Puts it up.
stay in the game, but
That one goes.
Yeah.
Elkhart Christian Academy 33, Wawasee 24. The Warriors will bring up the ball. Shoemaker with the ball. Kicks it to Dukes up top. 3. Won't go. Rebound goes to Huber, and here comes Hibbard the other way. Hibbard up top. Passes it off to Eob.
I'll tell you, Coach, I actually would have liked to keep Cade Andrew in and keep Cam Real. Play them both together, and I would have Jack out right now and go big.
Yeah.
Hibbard driving in. Kicks it out to Eob. Eob with the ball up top. Looking around, he'll pass it off.
Way too passive. They're just going to stay here.
Hensler with the ball. Now up top to Huber, back to Eob. Eob now driving, kicks it back out. Huber pulls a 3, and that one drops through. Elkhart Christian Academy 36, Wawasee 24.
That young man has hit some tremendously big threes.
Sure has.
Miller goes up and gets fouled and go to the line for 2.
About when you think we kind of get back into the game,
It just goes away, doesn't it?
He's knocked down a big threes. How many? He's got, I think, 4 threes.
He's got 1, 2, 3. He's made 3.
And they're all big ones there to kind of push
1,
that
2,
lead
3,
back
4,
up.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, 3 out of 7.
Well, that 4-point deficit has quickly gone back to 12 here in the first 3 minutes of or 11 now.
Yeah.
But
we're going to have to get on our horse and do something else. Going to have to do it defensively.
Well, you got to get to the hoop.
Yep. Yep.
We're 1 for 15 from 3.
Yes.
Somewhere around there.
Yep.
Miller puts them both in. Wawasee down 10 with 5:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's Hibbard with the ball. Pass off to Eob. Back to Hibbard. Now to Havlin. Havlin getting trapped. Throws it across the court to Huber, and he'll pull another 3. That one off the mark. Rebound loose on the ground. Shoemaker comes up with it. Gets fouled.
Eagle foul number 0. And his 4th. Team 3rd.
So that's his 4th. That's a good sign. They have 3 fouls, so 2 more will put us to the line for 2. But
we got to do something here.
Dukes
See,
will
Max
bring
open
up the
right
ball.
now. Give it to him. Why can't you give the kid the ball when he's open?
Dukes to Miller.
Sense.
Yeah.
Miller throws it to Holsworth. Back out to Dukes. 3. Won't go. Rebound gets poked around. Now to Hibbard, and here comes Elkhart Christian Academy. Hibbard up top with the ball. Throws it down low to Ann and stolen away. And here comes Holsworth the other way. Holsworth on the right wing, driving in. And now we'll dribble up top. Holsworth looking around, now to Miller. Miller in the corner, driving, fouled.
Okay, that's number 4. So I'll tell you, time's becoming a big issue here.
10 points, big issue.
That is quickly.
Too much.
Clock has gone down to 4:10 left here in the fourth quarter.
I mean, we spent 15 seconds just dribbling the ball.
Yeah, you got to go
Yep.
and
Gotta
not
get
shoot
your
threes
offense working.
because it's not working.
Shoemaker into Miller.
Take him in. Take him in.
Back out to Shoemaker. Corner three. Won't go. Rebound goes out of bounds off the hands of Mack and will be Elkhart Christian Academy basketball. 4:02 remaining in the fourth. It's Elkhart Christian Academy 36, Wawasee 26.
I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to get back in this game shooting 1 for 17 from 3. You have to get to the hoop, and you're going to have to develop some points inside the lane.
Defense is going to have to create some things for you.
Havlin down low, gets his shot blocked.
That kicked it. He kicked the ball.
Hibbard gets the ball back.
If it's
now to Eob. Eob to Hibbard.
If it's an inadvertent kick, Coach, they do
don't
not
count
call
it anymore.
Yep.
Eob 3. Money. And Duke's up top with the basketball. Now to Holsworth. Throws it across the court to Miller. Miller looks to throw it down low, and Hibbard gets a steal. Timeout, Elkhart Christian Academy. 30-second timeout, guys.
That was a really good timeout there by Elkhart Christian. They're going to save a possession. I want to tell you right now that I don't like seeing in our home court is this is a team that, look, man, they're coming into an NLC team. That's a big deal for them to try to get a win.
Absolutely.
And they're on the verge of getting it done. They're up 13 with 3:07 to go. One thing I always look at in games like this is how are you going to get back in the game?
Yeah.
We can't shoot threes, so that's not an option.
It's not working.
All right?
Take it.
So you have to get to the hoop, and you're going to have to cause some turnovers.
Yep.
So right now, with you got to make up 13 points in 3 minutes when you've scored 26 in 3.5 quarters. It's a tall task. You can do it, but you got to cause turnovers. So you have to get to the free throw line. They have 4 fouls, so if we can get them to their next foul, puts us to the line. Go in
2 every time.
You have to draw fouls, and that's how you're going to win this game.
Yeah, but you can't stand there and let them play offense for 2 minutes because it won't work.
Nope.
All right, there we go.
And I would find a couple of their guys, especially Hibbert, and I'd find number 22, and I'd put him to the line. I would start fouling right now because we only have 1, so you got to be super aggressive right here.
Eob with the ball on the right wing, throws it to Havlin. Now to Hibbard. Hibbard will dribble it up top. Now to Havlin. And Elkhart Christian Academy passing it around, making Wawasee chase them.
Wow.
And
I was getting ready to say they were doing a good job moving that, zipping it around, but he just he made a quick pass. So there's a turnover we need.
There we go. Now,
and again, this is always tough too because teams think, I got to go 3-3-3. No, we're 1 for 18. No, go to the lane or go into the lane and get to the rack. Score some points.
Well, we got to be in more in a hurry than we are right now.
Holsworth up top of the ball, not a Dukes. Dukes on the right wing. Throws it back up top to Holsworth. Holsworth.
I don't understand this.
To Miller. Miller throws it cross court. And Havlin gets up there and tips that ball away.
Coach, should we call timeout and let them know we're down 13?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just glad I'm standing up here.
Dukes up top. Dribbling. Kicks it back to Holsworth. Holsworth on the right wing.
What are we doing?
Holsworth driving, and I think he gets fouled.
We'll take it. We'll take it. That was a bailout there. Bailout for us. So we got a turnover down here. We're going to the line.
That's did what we're supposed to do.
No time coming off the clock. Chance to cut into that lead.
Going to have to do a full court press. Can't be a trap press. Got to be man-to-man. If it's a trap, they'll get the open person always.
So really at this point, they can't score again.
Yep.
Holsworth misses the first one.
Man.
Yeah, all that is just legs. Just a little bit more with the legs. Actually flick the wrist, get the ball up in the air.
I think everybody in here is about as shocked as we are.
Yeah, I think so.
Holsworth, second one.
There it is.
Good.
Okay, Wawasee down 39-27 with 2:12. We're going to have to press, cause some turnovers here, make something happen. You got to get this to at least a 5-point game with a minute. That's a lot to ask, but holy moly!
And that ball
I told you that kid.
That's why they are a 6-12 team. Yeah.
Well, that's the guy that he's been out of control, in my opinion, the entire game. I would have attacked that the entire time.
Yeah.
I would have been pressing them, full court pressing the whole game.
I think so too.
Shoemaker with the ball, getting trapped.
What are we doing?
Dukes to Miller on the right wing. 3 up from Shoemaker. Money.
Right, there we go, Jack. Okay. Cut it to 9.
Timeout. Elkhart Christian Academy.
So Jack finally he finds the bottom there. So that was it.
Oh, my bad. Timeout Wawasee.
2 out of 18.
Hey, we'll take it.
There you go.
We needed that one. So, Jack knocked that down, cut that lead to 9. Again, I'm going. We have 4 fouls to give.
Yep.
Or 3, I should say, before they would go to line. Attack. And as soon as number 11 gets the ball, I am trapping him.
All over him.
He does not look comfortable with any pressure.
Yep.
Doesn't look comfortable without any pressure. I mean, it's just, he threw that one into the third row of the bleachers. So see if he can do that again. And, this is an opportunity. Another turnover. You get in there, you cut the lead to 7. Not a lot of times come off since we said we were down. What were we down? 13. Now it's down to 9.
Yeah.
So Wawasee, big 3 there by Jack. Hopefully claw back here. You just got to keep fighting here. Still a little bit of a time, but
got to do it one possession at a time. You can't make up 9 points in one play. It's not going to work.
That's got to be about their 15th turnover, maybe for.
Yeah, they
Elkhart.
have 5-10. Yep, 15. That's right.
pretty good.
You good?
Yeah, they're pretty much in the not good turnover deal for them.
We've got
15's
6.
quite a few.
I've got a sore, but.
Here we go. Elkhart Christian Academy looking to inbound it.
Yep, there's the foul.
Yep, I like
Hensler
it.
will get fouled.
Okay, I would do it again. I like it more so when we're trying to go for a steal, but.
Right.
Quarter foul number 42, Real. His third, team second.
Haviland looking to inbound it. Throws it into Hensler again. Hensler.
Trap him.
And Hibbard will just pass it up to Eob, and a foul is called.
Okay. All right. Minimal time came off, and we're at 3. So 2 more will put them to the line, which is I think okay. We'll put. I got who we should put to the line.
Eob getting trapped. Throws it now to Huber. Huber now to Hibbard. Hibbard gets the ball poked away. Holsworth coming the other way. Goes up, layup, good.
Okay, cut it to 7.
Life is back in Wawasee, and that pass almost stolen away.
Oh.
Elkhart Christian Academy basketball.
He almost called that. That was a close one.
The crowd got really excited here.
I'll tell you, that is now, that Hibbert kid has turned it over every single time he has touched the ball.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he looks
nervous,
scared, something, but I would attack that again. So the lead's down to 7.
Haviland looking to inbound it. Gets it into Hensler. Almost a steal there and a foul. Jump ball.
It's going to stay Elkhart
Stay
Christian.
there, ball.
It's all right. Good job, Jack.
Okay.
Jack, do that again.
It's amazing the fight comes out when your back's against the wall.
Yeah. Haviland looking to inbound it again. 5-second call.
Oh, wow.
Wawasee basketball.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. That was a quick 5-second call. We're going to take it.
It was a little, wasn't it?
I think the crowd kind of got that ref. They all started saying 5, and I think his counting got messed up a little bit maybe. Dukes up top of the ball. Now to Shoemaker. Shoemaker thought about it.
You don't need a 3.
Now to Dukes.
Get it into the lane.
Come on,
get it 2.
You're on. Let's go.
To Miller. Miller will drive in. Kick it out to Holsworth. Foul called on Holsworth. It'll be Elkhart Christian Academy basketball.
That's interesting.
He shoved off.
Yeah, okay, I didn't even see
He
it.
did. He shoved off. He knows it. Huge turnover by Wawasee.
Yeah,
Chance to cut that to 5.
That was huge.
Elkhart Christian Academy looking to inbound the basketball. It's thrown in
Foul him.
to Huber. Huber throws it to Eob. Eob now driving. Eob throws it back to Huber. Huber.
Oh, that's a travel.
Traveled. Yep, they're going to
foul.
That was a travel. Slid his foot.
Wow.
And Huber will go to the line for 2.
Blatant travel, but they are going to the line.
Yeah. His first foul shots.
And he knocks through the first one. 59.5 remaining.
Well, when you play 3 quarters like you did, I mean, what do you expect is going to happen in the fourth, right? Team's going to give up and let you win.
Right.
Yeah, we just.
No, I mean, it's.
This game was lost a long time ago.
Yeah.
Holsworth with the ball. Now to Shoemaker.
God.
Back to Holsworth. They got to go. Holsworth up top with the ball. Now to Dukes. Dukes will just fire away a 3. That's off the mark. Rebound. Miller puts it back up and puts it through. Timeout, Wawasee.
I'll tell you guys, that turnover down here, when we cut it to 7, get the 5-second call, you had a chance to cut it to 5 with a little over a minute. There's still some, there's not a lot of time. There's 43 seconds, but they're obviously showing they can turn the ball over with a little pressure. But
well, we wouldn't even be close without Braden Miller. So.
Yeah, Braden's having a good game here. He's playing hard. Yari's going to get that from him.
Yep,
he's finishing around. I wish we could have got him the ball some more at the top of the key. Like we said, I would have liked to have seen us come out after halftime with him at the top of the key and him attacking.
Right. I like your idea of having him in the middle. If he was in the middle on that press, I think we would have got the ball in the middle a lot more.
They don't have anybody big that's going to stop him.
I mean, even if they are big, he'll go around them.
Right.
So.
43.9 left in the fourth quarter. Wawasee down by 7.
I think you're starting to see, too, we should have been implementing this full-court press way earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Eob gets it into Hibbard. Hibbard fouled.
That's fine. I'd love to put him to the line.
Yeah.
Warrior foul number 24, Dukes.
I think, man, we got, almost into the game, but we got 3 guys with 4 fouls.
Well, we had 2 here at the end.
Yeah.
Hibbard at the line, shooting 2.
Hibbard. First one up. Drops in.
He's making me eat my words.
Yeah. Well, he made 5 for 6 the first half. So
he's a great free throw shooter.
Yeah. Well,
he was a great. You should have told me that.
Great free throw shooter.
Yeah.
Hibbard.
I was judging him on his 3-point shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very. He doesn't use his legs very well on that one.
Well, that's about going to wrap it up, I believe.
43.1
pushes that lead back to 9. Wawasee had a little bit of a fight left there in the end, but it was too little, too late, I think.
Dukes will drive in, goes all the way. They call a foul on the floor. He'll go to the line for 2.
I don't know if that.
Eagle foul number 11, Hibbard. His 3rd. Dukes at the line, shooting 2.
He's a very animated young man.
That's all right. He wants it. He's got it. He's got it.
All right, so Duke's going to the line here. Probably last thing you wanted with Elkhart Christian is to put us to the line with no time coming off.
Absolutely. You don't want
Dukes.
that.
But it doesn't matter because we're shooting 1 for 28
we're
for
not.
the line.
We're not focused.
For the Eagles, number 2, Jaden Vita.
Dukes' second one on the way. And misses that one as well. Rebound Huber. Hibbard with the ball now, fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Warrior foul number 42, Camden Real.
Wow.
His 4th. Hibbard at the line, shooting 2.
This might be the first time we've ever lost to them.
That could be.
Hibbard.
Do we play them every year?
Lately.
Okay. I didn't know
This
that.
is the first one.
I mean, probably the last 10.
Oh, have we really?
I would think, yeah.
Okay.
Last year, I believe it was an overtime game. Wawasee came away with it. And Hibbard will make the second one. That's a 10-point lead with 30 seconds left in this game. And Miller will drive, put up a layup. That one's good. Timeout, Wawasee. Coach's going to see what fight they got left. Empty the
I
tank.
think that was his last time out, maybe.
Full timeout. We'll keep it here. It's 44-36 with 30.7 remaining.
Yeah.
in this
You
fourth
know, the
quarter.
thing that bothers me is, you know, you do this after the fact. I mean, when you had a chance to win the ball game, where were we? Now we're at the end, and you've got to have it, so you're doing it. You're working hard. But where was that 2 quarters ago? I mean, we didn't come out with that drive that we either we thought we were going to win, or we just weren't ready. I don't know, one of the two.
Yeah, and there's no excuse for that. That to me, that starts with the top,
Yeah.
and the boys have to come out with that fire, and they didn't, and they were flat. It's unfortunate because it's in our system. We're
absolutely.
doing it out here the last 4 minutes when you're down
absolutely.
13, and you do it when you have to. But that's how we should have been playing the whole entire
game should
game.
have been like
And
that.
you know, if I could
Yeah.
if I could clip the last 3.5 minutes of this game, and then show the first 3.5 quarters.
Yeah.
How
It
does
would
that
be a big
that doesn't
difference.
correlate very well with me.
Yeah.
And
You're right.
you know, you're at the end of the game. You know, you should be tired, and that's the most energy we've had.
That is.
Hibbard. Pass off, and Eo looking to inbound the ball.
Another
5-second call.
I'm telling you, this team, this is their 18th turnover. I don't know how many points we've got off turnovers, but it hadn't been very many because it hasn't shown on the scoreboard.
And Shoemaker will inbound it for Wawasee.
Says 14, but I don't know if that's right.
Now to Dukes. Ball gets like punched out of bounds there by Hooper. 27.3 left. It's into Dukes. Dukes loses the ball. It's fought for on the floor.
Jump ball, it's our
Jump ball. It will stay Wawasee basketball.
He just tried to go before he caught it.
Holsworth now to Dukes. Dukes will pull a three. Drops it through. Timeout Wawasee. He did have a timeout left.
He did.
14.1. You're down by 5 now. Still, though, where was this fight when they had the time?
Yeah.
You have 14.1. You have to find a way to get 5 points back. I mean, a 3 and a 2 would work here, but at the same time,
Yep. Well, if he can get another 5-second call, who knows? I mean, no, those are turnovers without any time coming off the clock.
Those are
that's good.
Last thing they needed, but
yeah,
you know I'm with you, Zach. It's upsetting. It really is. I mean, you're sitting here with, you know, you clawed back twice to cut it to 4 with, you know, a lot of time. Now there's no time, but cut it to 5. But you got to have that fight and that drive and that will to win. You can't teach that, unfortunately. And
everybody's got bad days, bad games and stuff. It just it's unfortunate, a team that you can beat, that this is the time you had your game.
it'll be Elkhart Christian Academy basketball coming out of this timeout as they look to salt this 14.4 seconds off the clock and walk away with a win.
you know, if I'm Elkhart Christian, I just literally chuck the ball all the way down, and I'll have one guy going deep. Even if Wawasee gets it, it's going to take 8 seconds off the clock.
Yep.
Avalon, timeout.
Jeez, how many? I feel like they have like 12 timeouts.
They have.
I have no idea.
1 remaining after that one.
Right.
Up and sent me a text with timeout updates.
Who did? Oh, geez.
They have 1 remaining after that. Wawasee has none.
Okay.
So it's pretty much all or nothing now for Wawasee.
Yeah.
Okay. Felt like it was like Super Mario Brothers. They got like the bonus ball timeout or something.
Could be. Well, it's a valiant effort. I mean, these guys are trying hard. They're working hard.
I'll tell you, Elkhart Christian has a very nice balanced scoring attack. Look at that.
Yeah.
They got 14, 13, 12 from three different guys. They spread the ball around real well. They have their guys that knew their role tonight. They hit some big shots.
They did hit some big threes.
Who's that kid, number 5?
Yeah.
He hit 3 of those huge
Hoover.
shots. About every time it got close, we cut it to 4, and
he'd come
he
up
made
with
that
the shot.
3, and then they played a very hard game. The game is not over. There's 14.4 left here. Wawasee down 5. You need a miracle, but could happen.
Coach, I'm gonna flash back to last year. How many miracles did we see?
Man, a lot. We did see a lot, Zach. I agree.
So this game, let's
see another one.
Is not over. 14.4 remaining.
Man, they are struggling.
They inbound the ball, and Hibbert is fouled. 12.4 left on the clock. Hibbert, these are 2 big free throws for him.
Warrior foul number 24, Dukes, his 5th. Hibbert at the line shooting 2.
Well, let's see if we can get a couple misses
That
here.
was Kane's 5th foul.
Substitution for the Warriors,
Okay.
number 43, Ryan Mack.
Hibbert. First one up. Falls through. It just bounces off the rim and rolls in.
Yeah.
Bounces off the front rim, and I think it's a miss, and then it just does that little roll and rolls right in. He has the right spin on the ball. Second one drops through. If you're Wawasee, you just got to go and try to score. Miller with the ball to Holsworth. Holsworth will chuck it up. That's off the mark. He'll get his own rebound, though, and that will end the game. Elkhart Christian Academy comes in and stuns the Wawasee Warriors as they win it 46-39. We'll be right back to recap this game here on 93.7 FM and Mix CPG-TV and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Chubby's Pub and Grub in Syracuse, offering a full menu including daily lunch and dinner specials with a family room. Chubby's Pub and Grub at 1201 South Huntington Street in Syracuse, 574-457-3855.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Dynamic Spine and Rehab Center, 106 East Pickwick Drive in Syracuse, offering chiropractic, personal training, and rehab services that will get you back into the game. Dynamic Spine and Rehab Center, east of Dairy Queen in Syracuse, 574-457-7472, and online at dynamicspinesyracuse.com.
Hi, this is Vince Beasley. Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Northern Lakes Realty. We are a full-service realty company helping you buy and sell homes, as well as assisting you in any other real estate needs. Northern Lakes Realty has a hometown realty team ready to serve you. We are located across from Pickwick Theater in Uptown Syracuse, 574-457-2880 or online at nlrealtyllc.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Wallace Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling in Syracuse. They can help the residential or commercial customer with in-floor heat systems, high-efficiency tankless water heaters, lift stations, sewer connections, septic services, and well repair. Wallace Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling in Syracuse, 574-457-9313, and online at wallacephc.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Quality Engineered Services in Syracuse, manufacturing dash assemblies and wiring harnesses, primarily supporting OEM boat manufacturers and other products including marine, bus, automotive, and more since 2017. Quality Engineered Services at 1101 North Indiana Avenue in Syracuse, 574-457-3655 3988 and online at theqes.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Appleseed Eye Care in Syracuse, offering eye care from local optometrists, which include routine vision care, diagnosis and treatment of eye diseases, and emergency eye care. They offer both budget-friendly glasses and designer eyewear with advanced lens technology and contact lenses. Appleseed Eye Care at 612 South Huntington Street in Syracuse, 574-457-4476, and online at appleseedeyecare.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by the Wawasee Alumni Association. On Saturday, March 29th, the annual Green and Gold Gala fundraiser will take place at Oakwood Resort in Syracuse at 5:30 p.m. Live and silent auction items will be available to bid on. All proceeds will support Wawasee High School students with paid entry to all school-related events, free Letterman jackets for qualifying students, and financial assistance for sport and club team building activities. Sponsorship opportunities are available. Go to onecau.se/Green Gold Gala to purchase tickets or get more information.
Here is a public service announcement from 93.7 FM The Mix.
As a high school student athlete, it makes a difference when the stands are filled with cheering fans. I'm Reed Robinson from New Prairie High School.
And I'm Autumn Rife from North White High School. It motivates us to do our best when we know our entire school community has our backs.
When they understand the real purpose of high school sports.
When they remember learning life lessons is more important than winning.
When they keep athletic events fun and positive for everyone.
That's what being a champion of high school sports is all about.
Whether you're a parent, fan, coach, official, administrator, or broadcaster, we all have a role to play in championing high school sports.
Thank you for supporting our schools, our communities, and our student athletes.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support the mission of education-based athletics by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is being a champion of high school sports. This is preserving the second classroom. This is your IHSAA.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix, CPG-TV, and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Welcome back, Coach Brady.
What we
call
don't
you out real quick.
Okay.
Before we start talking about this game, I want to call you out. You said earlier that Michigan wasn't going to win.
What did they do?
They won 75-73 against the Boilermakers.
Boilers, let it go.
Sorry to all the Purdue fans out there. Sorry about that.
That's a first.
It was a good game, though.
I bet so. Well, we don't want to be too negative. I mean, these guys worked hard. They worked their butts off. It just was not a game that they just really seemed ready to play. And it's almost like emotionally and mentally, almost that they were just a little bit drained until it's like in football, you get smacked in the face or whatever. Okay, then you wake up, and I can't think we woke up just a little bit too late. So it was a tough loss, a loss that probably shouldn't have happened. But, hey, they got it. We'll get through it and go on to the next one.
Yeah, I don't have much to say.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just – it looked like a really tough game tonight. We seen Hoffert go out thrown up. So, we've kind of known there's been a sickness going around. And, I don't want to discredit Elkhart Christian at all. They came out here, they played a phenomenal game, and they walked away with a win. They wanted that win just as bad as Wawasee did, and they got it.
Yeah,
but, Wawasee, there's a lot they're going to have to go look back at. And, the effort, it just didn't look there from start to finish, whereas Elkhart Christian Academy, they were there all night. All right, well, that will wrap up our broadcast tonight. We want to thank our underwriters one more time. Brian Weirchick with Hahn Auctioneers, Northern Lakes Insurance, Sox Marina, Jeremy Dorr, 3Max Partners, Syracuse, South Shore Social, Goshen Home Medical, Brook Point Resort, Scott Gingrich with the Gingrich Group, Chubby's Pub and Grub, Dynamic Spine and Rehab Center, Northern Lakes Realty, Wallace Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Quality Engineered Services, Appleseed Eye Care, and the Wawasee Alumni Association. Our next broadcast will be Friday, February 14th, where the boys will travel to take on another NLC opponent. That's the Goshen Redhawks, and we'll have that game on 93.7 FM The Mix and 937themix.com. I'm Zach Bone. This is Coach Scott Beasley. Coach Roger Brady signing off. We will see you for that Goshen game. Good night, everybody.